U.S. capacity use rate 80%. Consensus was 80.3%. Industrial output minus 0.2%. Consensus plus 1.1%. Manufacturing output plus 0.1%. Consensus unchanged. SCCO, Aladdin Technology, and SECO Group reached a strategic cooperation with up to 1.3 billion RMB to boost the global innovation and development of SECO. China's Xi tells Russia's Putin China will deepen cooperation in areas including trade and agriculture with Russia. Xi tells Putin China willing to give strong support to each other on issues concerning each other's core interests.
What's going on? How we doing? Has that always been there? The stream element thing? Wow, I guess I have to make a whole nother one to get rid of the thing in the bottom left there. I didn't even realize that that was there. I guess when I have it like this, you don't really notice it. That's why. Ugh. How we doing? How we doing? Good morning, Jag. Good morning, AJ. Good morning, Thomas. Thank you, Kunal, for the subscription. I appreciate that. Can't be. Boost. Double O. E. What ends in BT? Because it EUT robot can't be. What? Do but go. You. Go. Gaboot. Donut. I can't do. That was an N that would work. Donut. Oh, do it's got to if it's a D. Oh, doubt. Oh, doubt. I didn't even think about the OU. HKD gonna do HKD things today.
Never liked what I was seeing.
It's a grinder, dude. I mean, it just grinded all day yesterday, but that was on a, you think about it, made that nice move on a day when the market sucked.
Good morning, good morning.
I know that move doesn't look nice, but is that you, Timmy boy?
It's me, the quarreling child.
You are quiet as a mofo.
Oh, Thomas, don't talk. You're gonna be super loud.
No, Thomas was good today. Jag was quiet and you were quiet, and Thomas was good.
I swear you're sleepwalking.
Like, I don't think I am, dude.
Hey, no problem.
And dude, Discord had switched me from my regular microphone to
gotta
something
tip
else
me,
that made me sound funny today. Which
how much you think my time and knowledge was
Discord
worth?
just does random things to me, dude.
Obviously kidding.
Minute and a half.
All right, guys. Good luck. Good luck.
All right, guys. Don't be mad at us. Let's go.
Don't be mad at us.
And what did he lose yesterday? 60? No, more than that, right?
It was like 62 or something. It's funny. Like, I have so many people that are like on the mad ass train, that I never hear when he has a green day, but I always get the messages when he has a red day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of annoying because it's no different than like when I post videos on red days. It's like they always get more attention. It's like everyone wants to have the sympathy, I guess. I don't know. Like they want to feel like them losing isn't that bad because everyone loses, kind of thing. I don't know.
I think too, Ahmed
30
has like
seconds
his
to the
red days are
US
so
market
shocking.
open.
Hey,
Well,
tiny.
he does that to himself.
Yes.
Duh.
I mean, he's said for how long that he was like, oh, I want to scale down and keep my losses small, and then his wins are small, but then his losses are always still big.
Oh, he's trading huge shares of HKD. What you doing?
Alright, guys, we got like 10
Yeah.
seconds.
Let's do it. Good luck, everybody.
Get her done.
I'm gonna try to just maintain in the room today.
Sounds good, Looney.
GRIL. Pokimoto announcing expansion in Pennsylvania. Golf Romeo India Lima.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit.
MSMR halted. I don't know if that means anything for anybody.
Devin, go mute again.
I'm here.
I was just.
Devin's a bitch.
Hey, no distractions. No distractions.
Sorry.
FSR 24K. Pass.
I just thought my 30 seconds in comment of saying I'm out of here would have got at least the chuckle out of Devin, but he's focused.
Sorry, I was screwing with animals. Not screwing
CHPT
animals,
trying?
screwing with them.
FSR is doing a little something.
FSR? Oracles, that's a tricky one, man.
CHPT.
That's just no volume.
GDT gonna be mad.
That's no volume.
So,
FSR, let's see. Neo's dancing all around. Everything's shitty right now, huh?
yeah, spiked up and now it's below low a day. I mean,
Neo? I know, it's up, down, all around. Oh, Neo's breaking down hardcore. That's cool.
Charge point
filled.
doing anything? The HPP?
You look and tell me.
Yes, it is.
Taking some
Oh, is
charge point.
LSTA Lasada Therapeutics halted on a circuit breaker. Lima Sandy Tango Alpha halted on the way down
CHPT.
at $8.15.
Order filled.
Lasada Therapeutics, created from the merger of Caladrius Biosciences and Sen Therapeutics. Lasada now at $8.15. Lima Sandy Tango Alpha.
Order filled. Order cancelled. Order cancelled.
Knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah. I hit the button and it fucking closed me out even. That big jump.
Yeah, I just knew that it was gonna bounce from.
Yeah.
Order filled.
Dollar.
And I'm out a good chunk of that one.
Which one?
CHPT.
Dollar on way.
Yeah, I just fucked it up.
Order filled.
I sized into this, but this is not my type of jam, so I'm bleeding out pretty quick. This is kind of a scalp. I'm actually just gonna take it off. I'm cool with that. All right, I'm all out.
I wish I stayed in.
That might go down more, but it isn't my trade, so why am I gonna stay in it forever? The only reason I sized into that one was because it flew up into that previous resistance, way extended.
Yeah. I got a great ad at the top, and then
I freaking added hardcore at the tippity top.
I hit to get out when it was up to 1908, and then jumped up to 1921 in that second, and fucking filled me out break even.
I have told myself now if I take this type of trades, they are scalps, and that's it. I call it that.
That's why I wanted to get out of it. But
Beat is moving up, BEAT, but it's cheapo. If anybody's interested in that type of shit.
yeah, you don't need a bit more.
Yeah, I just added up. FSR.
Little
not
long
looking so hot,
DSLR.
huh?
No. Why did it get that?
STA shares resume trading now. Lima Sandy Tango Alpha. $8.12.
Your channels look so much better than mine, Jack.
My what?
Your chart looks so much better than mine.
But it's not.
No, I mean, I don't mean like that. I mean the actual physical chart. Like, it looks... Say it again?
He's saying stop being distracting. Didn't we go over this last time?
Devin,
didn't
we
even
went
remember
over
that
this.
shit.
You
I'm not
gotta,
a
you gotta
gamer.
learn, man.
Well, halted at
I didn't even hear what he
It's been like 3 weeks.
$297 up 56% on relatively low volume.
Carat dollar on way.
Coming up at 10, business inventories for July, expecting plus 0.6%. ATXG, Adentex Group spiking here, halted on a circuit breaker, up 38%. Alpha Tango X-Ray Golf. S&P futures falling here at 39.4250.
Watching FREY, Frey. Volume kind of sucks, but pretty decent move so far.
Order filled.
Frey. FTCH up.
Order filled.
S&P futures now bouncing here and popping 39.53.
AMRS up. CHPT waiting.
HKD shares continuing to move here after they resume 330.03, the high, up 75, now spiking more here at $344 on increasing volume now. That's Hotel Kilo Delta.
Is watching anything good?
I'm in AMRS.
Say it again.
AMRS. There's nothing you would have got in though.
Oh, I can't find the stock. P or G or D?
A. Alpha, Mary, Romeo, Sandy.
Wow, how did I not hear an A? That's a nice extension. That one isn't too cheap for me, Jackie.
Frey AMRS.
Roger Federer announcing his retirement from tennis. That's Nike and KE.
Hood up.
Shares of Roku spiking here. Romeo Oscar Kilo uniform.
Just die, man. Just give us the flash down to the 50s.
Roku hitting $71.61, up about 4.5% now. Romeo Oscar Kilo uniform.
Oh.
Order filled.
Oh, annoying.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
$. Frey. Carrot.
Oh, FSR fell off a mountain.
Did it?
Kind of annoyed I'm even still in
Kinda,
this.
Just dropped like 40 cents for $9 stock.
Should have been out. Just was trying to see if it would reject back under 19.
You in something, Tim?
I'm out of fray. I was in that. I'm still in checkpoint, charge point, whatever the heck it is.
Frey's a cheapo, eh?
15, 14, 15.
Oh. Huh. Not what I was thinking. I kind of hate this FSR chart. I don't know where the fuck that one's going. I'm not gonna play that.
Order filled.
So fuck FSR. Let's look up Frey.
Hood.
F-R-E-Y.
Order cancelled.
That's a nice move.
Dang, I missed hood.
No
Son
volume.
of a bitch. That would have probably been a good one.
Ah, where's the volume at today, guys? Hood? Hood has some volume.
Yeah,
IBRX
I
up.
missed that one.
Yeah, I looked up that Frey and I'm like, ugh,
Order
no
cancelled.
volume, man.
Order filled.
Looking for continuation, obviously.
Hood chased. Taking $. Here.
Even Oracle looks like crap, but volume's kind of light. I think Neo might
Order
make
filled.
his move today. That's really trying.
So you focused on
I
fucking
know it
fray. I
doesn't
knew
look
I should have
impressive
tried to
yet,
hold
but-
some fray. Fucking charge point was
Nah.
in the back of my head. I was gonna take half of what I had, looking for this move down, but I kind of was so focused on charge point. I didn't want to miss my ad on charge point, so I was.
Yeah,
Well,
charge point has turned into be a pain in the dick.
what's your average?
Frey LNT.
It wasn't. I'm out now. It wasn't worth the trade. As much as I worked on that.
Yeah. Feel you on that one. I'm more annoyed because it made me trade fray differently than I wanted to.
It maybe not even get in the fray.
I'm more mad that I missed hood, honestly.
Boy, and if it keeps this up, man, it's gonna go on the no trade list.
FTCH on a
ROKU,
trail.
Roku share is just off the highs now, 71.58, up about 5%.
Hood $. On way.
A report circulating from Deal Reporter.
If charge point gets back up to the highs, I'm definitely not going to be in it.
Out with some takeover speculation.
Really don't want it to get
nothing
back up through 36, to be
concrete.
honest. That previous high.
That's Romeo Oscar.
To make a
Yeah,
little
kinda
head and
100.
shoulders.
I would
Shares
I
near
would
the
say
highs now,
40.
71.97.
TSLATHX.
It would be nice to keep it under 40. Where that initial kind of high went. An initial little spike up. Oh, I guess it's 36, huh?
Yeah. Hood annoys me. I totally would have traded that. All right, that's enough. Said it 3 times. I'm good. Not even really any
I do some
resistance
money
sitting
on that
there.
first point, but I smacked the shit out of it and just got out.
It's kind of how the strat is supposed to work, to be honest.
What yours?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that's how it's supposed to work. If you see something moving and it keeps moving, you smack the shit out of it for when you get that pullback and you get out. I should have been out myself, but I didn't.
You had to
I'm
have
an
been
idiot.
green, right?
Oh, I was, but then I kept shares because I was hoping for the. I was
so you
hoping
got
they
out
would
like
continue
half,
down.
and then you were.
I actually got out 2/3, yeah, and then tried to hold on to the last third.
I was about to do the same thing, but I'm like, no, this isn't a trade.
It's kind of rejected.
Which I would have gotten out at. I would have gotten out at break even for the rest of them, but I'm like, fuck, just take them off. I haven't found my trade yet. Nope. Not a zip zero.
I don't want to use high of day as a stop here, but it's hard not to. Such a
Yeah,
obvious
just gotta
resistance
clear kinda
area.
1950, $half.
But the odds are it'll go
Right,
poke
then.
through it.
But
and
the
then-
odds are it's gonna go higher. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's a fucking difficult decision to make. That's the worst.
Which stock are you talking about?
CHPT, Charlie Harry Papa Tango. Neo's gonna make its move today, guys. That one will probably set up for a trade at some point.
With the SPY. Straight up.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing over there, Jag?
I'm trying to
Being
do
all
math
quiet
in my
and-
head.
I'm still in this stupid fucking thing.
51 minus
What are you
0.23, 28
AMRS.
times. So it'd be $14. So I would almost be break even on it
Dude,
after.
you're still just hanging out on this. Oh shit! It hasn't even moved. It's the same spot.
Basically,
I'm sorry, Jag. I wasn't listening closely. Can you repeat that? What did you say?
still in this fucking.
Alpha Mama Rainbow Sabrina.
I'm assuming there's got to be like a bunch of liquidity sitting there, and that's probably
Yeah.
why it's doing
I
this.
just wanted to hear his reaction.
It wants to go get it.
I'm still on this stupid fucking thing.
ENVX up.
Oh, Kadoki Spy's making an interesting move. Yeah, you know what, dude? That fray looks like it's just gonna chill here, so I wouldn't stress on that one. Momentum just said
Cut
buy on that.
AMRS. Prob top tick. Met.
Telling
Anything
us
for
to
me
get
to
out
look
of
at here?
CH.
Watching watching ENVX through 25.
ENVX? That's you. No, that's probably not going to be for our boy Steven. I don't think that one's up enough for you, bro.
Nah, I think I need another. I don't know.
Another 15,
$3?
20%.
Maybe another $3.
Yeah.
I'd like this thing up
Yeah,
through
that-
28.
That was me yesterday. I'm like, maybe if that was like $4 higher. Let's
Gonna
see
be a
for
hard
you.
pass.
Dude, there's nothing to look at. Man. I'm watching Neo, but that's nothing you're gonna watch. Dude, Jag, that chart, is it a buyout?
I don't know. Seems like it.
Pretty sure AMRS just got that out for 427. That ENVX is starting to spike a little bit.
Like that. See a nice move through 25.
The volume on that one, Tim?
About 1 million.
About 1 million.
Thank you.
Also watching IBRX. It's kind of straight up. I'd still want something fast out of it.
Coming up, business inventories for July plus 0.6% expected. That's coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Shares of Roku hitting $73 now, up 6.75%.
Yeah, that ENVX is
daily
near
order.
impossible to take here for me.
Not the daily, it has room to like a double top kind of on the
26
daily,
bucks.
26.
Oscar Kilo uniform.
Yeah, that's where I actually just drew out some fibs. That's where my top fib line lies. If it hit that in a fast manner, I would love to freaking short it.
IBRX, I went up through like 760. CNVX, I'd like definitely a bigger, way bigger push through 25 than this.
I'm kind of grateful you guys called out that one that I took, but got me on the board at least.
And it was the only thing moving.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is one of those days where I didn't have a big watch list. I was like, fuck. Honestly, Neo would have worked out, and that bounced right off my trend line, but
HKD shares resume trading. Hotel Kilo Delta shares
CHPT added.
66.92 now at $295.60.
Buys back is green. Look at that.
is it?
Yeah.
Bull market, bear market, bull market, bear market. Every other day in the stock market today.
Order cancelled. Order filled.
What are you watching, Johnny from Canada? Square? Or it's not Square anymore, is it SQ? No, QQQ. Watching those triple Qs, huh?
Guess that little pop through 25 was all that was getting.
Most of us do not trade any of that stuff, but
Order
I
filled.
understand if you do.
All out of charge point.
Got out green,
Yeah.
but probably not worth the hassle of the annoyance of that trade.
I mean, it was okay. I mean, it definitely wasn't great. I actually managed it pretty well considering.
Yeah, that's, I mean, honestly, that's a grinder now.
IBRX is just
All out
grinding higher.
CHPT.
Watch an
The
AMRS if it
tendency
can
of this
push
market,
through
man.
450.
Everything likes to just start grinding.
AMRS.
Jesus, that's a straight up grinder. That IBRX, huh?
Yep.
Coming up, business inventories in 1 minute. Expecting plus 0.6%.
That is gonna pick a zone and just fall.
What,
Just, are
IBRX?
you lucky enough? IBRX.
Yeah.
That's not going to give you a push. I would almost bet money on it. 780s is interesting on the daily.
MLCO, Melco Resorts, October 7 calls now.
Order out AMRS.
What'd you get out of that, Jag?
Yeah. Small loss.
You gotta be kidding me.
430.
Are you in that, Tim?
My order was at 455.
Oh. So you're not in it?
No, I just moved it up a little bit, figuring if it gets back up there, it'll push a little higher.
Hmm.
Business inventories
Oh,
plus
there you go.
0.6% in line.
I said I moved it higher. I moved it to 457.
Order filled.
All right, I
There
moved
you
it to
go.
458. I just got filled.
That's business inventory
AMRS.
All right. I'm looking at it at 5, so it should go to 6.
for July, month over month.
Don't say that. Tim's in it.
Almost 20%
He's in
already. right?
AMRS.
Almost.
He's in it small. He can add it 620 and he'll be
Order
fine.
cancelled.
He's in it small, just like his wife.
Oh,
Order cancelled.
Sorry, I had to. I apologize.
This is what happens when Devin doesn't find a trade. He gets mean.
Look at the SPY.
That
395.
wasn't mean. That was a
No, that's true. Relatively speaking, that was very tame.
RBBN, ribbon
Yes.
expands to
I'm being
Illinois.
mean. It's much different than that.
If anyone went after your family, oof.
I didn't go after. I went after Tim. I didn't say shit about his wife. She just has
Romeo
to deal with the
Bravo,
small
Bravo,
waiter.
November.
I'm feeling bad for her. That's me loving her. Not in a sexual way, Tim. I would never do that. She's your wife.
Hey, Vesh, does your mom
Internet.
still listen out on the YouTube stream?
sometimes.
She must love this.
And I've sworn off Amanda's.
Oh, get an ad.
That was for you, Steve.
It's okay. I don't even know one anymore.
You
One
don't
day your
talk to her
kids will-
anymore.
One day your kids
PRTO,
will both
curtail,
be above 18 and
medium
you want us to
market
deal with it
seller
either.
partners with curtail to
Mine's
power
above
the
18 now, and I
solution.
still kind of have to
That's
deal with
Charlie
her because of
Romeo Tango
college.
Oscar.
So that's because you're a good person.
Yeah.
BBLG,
God,
I
we have
told-
such
Biologics,
different
Zach Small Cap Research,
opinions.
$7.75.
I talk to the boys.
Price
I don't talk to
valuation.
her.
That is Bravo.
Yeah, I should
$11.
probably do that too. I don't hate my ex. We just don't even agree on things anymore. So
Shares of Bone Biologics, popping on that now, pulling back a bit. $1.27, up about 6.5%. BBLG.
As we all watch AMRS move penny by penny.
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's already kind of boring.
It's doing exactly what it
No.
did to me when I was in it.
Hey, ENVX just
Oh.
fell off a cliff. All these are
Is this
just
the one
falling
you
off
were-
cliffs randomly.
Is this the one you were still fucking in?
Yes, this is the one that Jag was still fucking in.
But I'm not fucking out.
He is now fucking out, which
Oh,
is
it's
good
like- yeah,
because he was in way fucking earlier.
IBRX would have been the trade.
Yes, it
What's the
would.
trade?
IBRX. I thought about it. I was looking at it, but that's the one we were talking about. It was barely moving. And he
Yeah,
said
I
it's
was
just
thinking the ENVX looks good. I don't know what IBRX looks like, but it just fell off a cliff.
Order
Yeah.
cancelled.
both of them.
IBRX kind of did the same thing. Yeah,
Mhm.
didn't really
anyone
give you a
wants-
reason to get in.
If anyone wants to check tape, Devin did say it's not going to give you the push, but it's going to fall.
He
Going to
did,
pick a
that's
zone
what
and
he did.
fall.
I did. I said this is not going to push and just fall, and it did.
Correction on ribbon.
I'm thinking ARMRS
RBBN,
might do the
that's
same
a
thing.
Press release related to ribbon,
Order cancelled.
I don't know.
which is a home
I hope
ownership
it does.
company, ribbon
At
Communications
620.
and RBBN, not the same.
Oh, that's not nice. You're being mean.
No. This way he'll be loaded up. He'll make good money on it.
Truth.
What is your average on that, Tim?
58.
385.
Zero there.
Oh, his average, not mine.
Yes.
Okay, Neo's being annoying. I got my few stocks that are my actual watches, and they're not doing jack. So that's cool.
IBRX is going back up.
OD Robinhood, the September $11 calls active. Hotel Oscar Delta.
I gotta pee real fast. I'm gonna go do that before I just do something to it.
Take your time, aim, and flush.
You have to aim.
If there's other women in the house, you should.
Okay.
PLCE Children's Place popping on a partnership with the Kardashians.
Lord knows you didn't take the time to lift the seat up.
Charlie Echo.
I'm out. Yeah. I like trading. I mean, I don't even pay attention to that stuff, to be honest. Yeah. Their drawdown is always fun. Easy.
What are we watching, Jag?
Does DT still take Thursdays off?
Yeah, we found out why.
I'm listening.
Nothing. He just works at the bar on Thursdays and normally stays after and drinks. So he is hungover at some girl's house.
Most likely.
So on Wednesday he works.
Every Wednesday he works after
Right,
he's
okay,
here, so
So yeah, so he ends
that's
up at a
why he
different
doesn't
chick's
come
house
in on
Thursday.
Thursdays. Yes.
Which is what we said. He just wouldn't
passed
admit
out
to it.
and we're passed out in the alley behind the bar, one or the other. We don't know. Who are we to judge?
Maybe that's where the girl lives.
In a van down by the river.
Oh, God.
In an alley behind the bar? That's a good woman.
In a creepy white truck.
The kind of woman we all aspire to be with.
Name's Amanda.
Is it your ex? Did she move to Philly?
She gets around.
My ex is driving me crazy, man. She thinks we have very different views on what my daughter's responsibilities should be now that she's 18 and in college.
Hi, how are you?
International Brotherhood of Teamsters out with a statement on the tentative
You guys have shorts on AKRO?
working conditions,
Acro.
safeguard wages, and healthcare benefits.
Says we do. And not very many, but yeah, we do.
93,000.
We do have shorts, though.
Do not.
I would need a lot more than that, Jaggy.
Yes. But it's moving.
I think if it hit like 28.60, like not now, but when it was going up, that would have been cool.
IBRX.
AKRO. Are you talking about AKRO, the one that's up 4 cents?
No.
That's the one, yeah.
AR,
That's what he's
kind
talking
of
about.
grindy.
$28.
He's talking about Acro,
Cool.
which from the close is up about About 10, 20 cents, yeah. Just talking about from the close of yesterday, you're only up like 20 cents or so.
I'm looking at the extension though from
No, I
27
know you
to
are.
28.
I know what you're looking at, boy. I'm down.
I don't know what an extension is. I'm Jewish.
I miss you being in the room, Steve.
It's nice. We have
By the
good
way,
times.
Johnny, this is Steve. Steve, this is Johnny from Canada.
Hello,
Steve's our
Johnny from
resident
Canada.
Jew.
If I happen to get into a stock, go the other way.
Yes, that's normally the vibe. If he shorts something, you want to long it.
Temporarily.
Temporarily. It will come back and make him money, but it'll make you probably $1 or $2 in profit beforehand.
Yeah, what's Pets at?
Shut up.
Oh, why are you such an asshole, Jack?
Nature.
You know it's not
Hey,
where
man.
he
Order
is.
filled.
Still at 387.
You know,
Yeah, but
Order
this
cancelled.
average is like 18 bucks or something.
Isn't it 12?
Yes, it is.
as CEO of the company, I don't really care what the price is at, as long as there's volume, because I could just keep dumping shares.
Order cancelled.
If AMRS just does the stupid, I'm gonna die right here, that's gonna be annoying for me, but good for Tim.
Thanks.
So, either way, I will be happy for somebody. And one
And
way
I'm-
it'll be Tim.
Just like the 50 test. That'd be nice.
Neo, where you going, girl?
Dash, how
Order
many ads did you
cancelled.
do?
Huh? Just one ad.
How many ads?
You said one.
So what's your average at?
66.
Nice. I got a red line all the way down at 423, 425. I forget what the red line is though.
That is your 50 moving average.
Okay.
The red line. That's funny.
Amtrak
Like,
announcing that it
you
Red,
were
the
figuring
green, and the
things that
gray.
took me out. Like
operations
they
on
took me a while to figure
Friday.
out, and you're figuring it out by chance, just because it happened to be on your chart, and you're like, I noticed it goes to this line a lot.
Order cancelled. Order filled.
Neo.
I don't know what the red one. You know the red one.
ALF
red on
found
everyone's
and
chart?
Terms, I would call it the
Annuity
red
announced
one.
strategic collaboration. That's up from
Nia's gonna go to
5.
24 bucks ish.
Ish.
Yeah, I mean, I believe so.
Technically, it is red.
I am a
Shares
believer.
off the highs at $1.29, up 15%.
I've been waiting for it to do this for weeks, man. Like, or days, not weeks.
Order cancelled.
So Vesh, if you were trading
Company
like
Vitesse
Order
Devin, you
filled.
would be
announced
adding
that
in
storage
here.
to build of 73 BCF.
If what?
No, not on something like that, dude.
This grindy piece of crap?
Sure.
Yeah,
It's
not
a
on
winner.
that.
Add into the winner.
Not on that.
Create
Where
the
he should have
volume
added
going
in
down.
was like he should have added in at like 480 or 475. He was gonna add in, not
Carrot
not
dollar
that.
on way.
No, but now he's green.
I know.
Create the volume going down. You can do it.
I mean, I guess if he added in that heavy, he probably could. It's 5 million traded, but you'd have to add in a lot more than I think he's capable of.
Oh, come on. Let's get a GoFundMe going for this room. Everybody, 2,000 shares right now. Let's
Carrot.
Bam! Thing drops to
Order
$3.
filled.
Carrot.
We just Ross Cameroned that bitch.
go. All we need to do, and hopefully this isn't recorded too much,
LNT.
is we... and I'll leave it at that.
CFVI up.
All right, Devin's already on board. By his laughter, he knows what I said.
Is it recorded too much? Dude.
Come on. Does anybody really check a YouTube video?
Bro, you will forever be my favorite person.
Autofilled.
You crack me up.
Down the
There's
leftovers on
something,
that.
there's something to be said about not having a lot of followers. You're under the radar.
For you.
That's
It's just
true.
an
If you were
annoying
Ross
little
Cameron,
grind
they'd
up,
be
man.
listening.
Would have been nice to get my ad up at over 480. Like I wanted to hit it there, but it was just so slow. I didn't want to just. I was waiting for it to actually pop, and it just never did.
So if you would have added at 460, you'd have an extra 10 cents out of those shares. Huh.
I added
Funny how
at
that works.
474 is where I got my ad on the back on the way down.
No.
So you
The
did
add-on
on
I
the
was
way
just
down.
talking about that you were making fun of.
I like that you added on the way down.
Well, it was so slow. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
that's how my strat
AMRS
is.
trails.
If it starts to go against me, I don't mind waiting for the pullback, but I'm not just gonna blindly add on the front side.
You guys
CFVI is moving.
Yeah, CI.
He just wanted to see if the stock was
I
halted.
do.
He wanted to put an order and see if it was halted.
It's really jumpy though.
I do not like CFVI. I'm here to say that that looks sucky.
Well, yeah, as soon as it got over 1440,
CRM
it started
and
this shit.
SNOW, Salesforce, and
Ooh,
Snowflake expand
I
partnership
like
for
this.
real-time data sharing.
Not the one that's up 2%.
Sending November Oscar.
3%?
LNT.
Michael.
Sorry. Make that 3%.
Hey man, every inch counts. Ask Bash.
Oh.
That
Kiss
seems
his
like the
wife
thing
that
to
we
say.
would have done.
SPB.
Look at this. AMRS just printing you money at this point.
On a circuit breaker
Yeah,
off the
keeping
low.
my
Look at those
leftovers.
brands at 54.73. Down about
I'll let it.
9%
Hopefully,
now,
it'll go all the way back to the
$50.57.
lows.
See, it's getting close to that red line. Be careful, it's going to bounce at 432.
I'm being super duper patient with Neo. Just kind of stalking this.
Are you in it?
No, sir. No, sir. Being very patient.
What are you waiting for?
Waiting for it to tell me to get in it.
The DOJ would suit the block
26?
to,
It
avoid
hasn't-
taking up Spectrum
Am I waiting for
brands.
$26?
Candy Papa Bubble.
No. I would not short it here. I think it's going higher, but honestly, I kind of want to get in it long and then try to short it when it gets up. We can't just buy here.
Oh, IBRX is back up.
Yep.
Eyes.
So
Top
on.
10 stocks looking a bit shaky.
Thomas
I
on
mean,
something?
this whole week has been pretty
I'm back
crap.
in the room again. I am on leftovers on AMRS.
Oh, so you were in that too, huh?
Roger.
What happened with your charge point trade?
Oh, I'm green. It just all trades today, dude. A pain in the ass. You had to fucking fight.
Yeah, the only one that wasn't was Frey for me.
Yeah, I miss Frey.
It was super like low volume. I mean, it was a good move, which is why I got in, but it was pretty darn low volume.
Yeah,
And then I
like
just had
200,000.
a light bulb moment. I've been starting everything with my aggressive formula.
And
And it's like, why the fuck are you starting all these with your aggressive formula? You're supposed to be using your slow one right now. You're fucking nibble, nibble, nibble. These are not really moving that fast. So I immediately switched up, felt a whole lot more comfortable in AMRS than I did in ChargePoint because I was in my aggressive formula.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Not to be
ChargePoint.
out of AMRS.
Formula.
Sitting here at 431.
Don't worry, you got 10 cents because it's got to get below my average. I got
Order filled.
I
Know
took
where
it
you
off
were.
there.
yeah, 424. It's got to get under that.
All out AMRS.
I'm gonna assume it's
And
gonna
here's the red
bounce there.
line.
I only say it. The reason I was looking for that is because the first move it went to 26, and then so I'm assuming it'll try to bounce there. That's a pretty straight down move. So
Yes.
I just freaking love Steve's. There's my red
CFBI
line.
damn.
Oh man, pulls the way to go sometimes, dude. I'm working on that
to it.
mentality too. Just being a little more simple about things. No, don't overcomplicate.
This will be a nice chart when you post it. And I don't even know how to read them.
On like a self-deprecating freaking streak today. I like it. It's funny.
You're a what?
That, I swear to God, I will throw you out the window.
ENVX is high a day.
I'm trying to zero in on Neo here. A
BRX.
strong move in Neo.
IBRX is high a day.
Did you get in, Neo?
Not yet.
AMRX.
What's the other one that's a high day?
IBRX.
No, the other one that Jack said.
ENVX dropped though.
That
Yeah,
was
but
it.
SPB resuming now.
Yeah.
Sandy Papa Bravo. For
good job,
26,
Vesh. Nice patience.
Down 8% off the lows.
Should have added in.
Again, the DOJ
Did.
was sued to block the $4.3
No.
billion deal.
On
between
the way
it
down.
never bounce
and
to give you an ad on the way down.
and U.S. rival
You could have
home
forced
improvement
it.
division of Spectrum Brands.
Forcing trades is the wave of the future.
I bet you if I would have gotten in, it would have bounced.
That's true.
NESR secures first multi-year directional drilling
Why you
services
holding out on 'em?
contract in Saudi Arabia. November Echo San
Hard to argue that
Romeo.
logic.
I was decided, hey, I don't like being over 395. Let me drop to 394.
It's hard to argue that logic right there.
Here you go. Take care, you too. And IBRX is no longer at the high of day.
Who is talking
No, it is
LOL?
not.
Jeez.
Ooh,
You talking
Sly
to
is
me?
falling off,
Justin?
Yeah.
I gotta get it. I gotta get a driver. This sucks.
I'll drive her for you.
CHPT more dollar.
35 an hour. Is it worth it?
I don't know. I feel like if someone also offered me 35 an hour to drive a truck, I would have to see what that entails for a week or two.
Come on up.
SOFI, SOFI, the
Paid
November
training.
$7 call, Sandy Oscar
Paid training.
India.
Is the training like in the back of the van or in the front?
A little bit of both.
However you like it.
Are you?
Do you,
Are you
do you
interested
prefer it
in-
in the back or the front?
You make more
We'll
than that,
train you in
Justin?
the back.
I'd actually be kind of surprised. Probably, I would have assumed you were probably like right
Yeah,
around
that's
that,
you.
to be honest, if I had to guess. You make more than that.
Overtime
than
I'm not
is
making
available.
money. I'm
and
not
stuff.
making a ton of money today, but I love this room.
Is this how you start the training, Steve?
Oh, God. Here we go.
Hold on. Hold on. I'll show this to the cop who just pulled me over. Let me take a look.
Sir, what are
Officer,
you
what do you
doing? Look
think
at
of
this meme. I'm looking
All out
at
of
this meme.
AMRS.
Nice.
Good job, Thomas.
Tomas with the patience.
I'm sorry. At 35 an hour, you got to bring your own
Glad to
lube.
like this stream. I'm already done for the day. 22nd green day in a row. Hell yeah, man. How do you trade? Do you have your own YouTube? Most Nakama traders. EDT makes bread, not baby money. You are allowed to like the stream. I'd appreciate it. You're also allowed to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And you are also allowed to donate, do whatever you want. To be honest. Oh, you do have a...
Wow, Devin, you're so big. Sorry, I had to choke on it.
Alright.
You trading market manipulation, huh?
You like it sloppy anyway.
Sales. I didn't even see it, to be honest, because I wasn't really paying attention at that moment. Okay, this is what we
Up
call
on the
spoofing.
knob.
And as you can see, after that big order appeared on the bid, you can see that this stock skyrocketed
This
to
room
the
has
upside.
had a negative
I was very
impact on
confused
my
because I didn't see that order obviously faking that they're entering in a long position here to push the price higher so they can get a better entry to go short at the highs. Okay, that's basically market
What are
manipulation.
you watching?
However, as
Jack?
professional day traders, we never really
up
talk
now,
about
Joey.
market
Yeah,
manipulation, guys, because
73 BCS.
it's
no
not
volume.
really proven. Okay,
Coming up in
sometimes we can see
about 3 minutes.
Oh, we all know
No,
it's there.
don't mind that
3
either.
a.m. Eastern time.
The
Oh,
sound
yeah.
wasn't bad. I listened to everything on 2.25x. That's me. That's not you. And I mean, it could be the fact that your rendering is not that great. I guess that's what I was trying to say. But if you're just talking about why it was so fast, that was me.
I gotta get out of here today. I got 1, 2.5 hours.
Why?
I had to take the dog to the groomer.
Mine's going on Saturday.
Nice. Saturday is my daughter's birthday party. We got a busy weekend. Today's my daughter's birthday.
Happy birthday. Was she 9? Great.
11.
Oh, 11, okay. What's she getting?
Yeah, a bunch of crap she wanted for her room. She had one of these fairy lights. Can't remember everything we bought. I don't know. Bunch of stuff
Christmas
for her
in
room. Oh, a
September.
ceiling, hanging cot chair thing for her room. She just wanted a bunch of shit for her room.
You're not installing that, are
Very
you?
interested in your way of trading because I trade very differently. Always learning.
Yeah, my-
Ask away, man. Ask away. What
She's probably dead before
what do you
12.
how do you trade?
I was gonna
22nd green day in a row. That's
I
impressive.
want to call back the old roommate to get a stud finder in there.
Wait, did somebody say they need me?
Somebody who finds studs? Yep, that's you.
Didn't hear
Oh,
a beep.
I can find some studs, baby. Let's go.
I know you
Look in the
can,
mirror,
boy.
right? Look in the mirror.
I got one right here. His name's Looney Trades.
President Biden to make remarks at 11 a.m. Eastern time on the rail
AMRS out all.
resolution.
Move to Japan later after becoming nice, man. What's the edge? What's your strat? I mean, you don't have to go into like great detail. Like you playing breakouts, you buying dips, etc., etc. Looney, I don't even know what you look like yet, so. Spy's coming in on the spy. So change this chart. It's whoa, whoa, spy. Where you going?
It said I don't like it way up here.
What is that? We started down here, then we went all the way up there, and now we're all the way back. I mean, granted, this is exactly what it did yesterday, so I can't really say I'm surprised.
I am shocked.
I am appalled. Nice, Thomas. See, you did what Steve said.
A build of 77 BCF.
Did he add it on the way down?
Add on the backside?
He did, but then he kind of bitched out of those shares right away.
Natural gas futures falling to the lows.
Yes, I did.
Wait, can Devin yell at you for that?
$8.31.
No, because he did it.
Yeah. I was still a little flustered from CHPT. I knew I wanted to add, and I was still flustered with myself. So
that charge point chart, man, that looks like fun.
Oh yeah, that was just fucking
CHPT out all.
Wait, are you live right now, Looney? Did you get it all up?
Looking at that, all I can tell you is I'm green on the trade. That's it.
Looney Tunes. Oh, I mean Looney Trades.
Coinbase, a short report out from the bear cave now.
Thomas just quietly does today.
Nothing came up. Are you on YouTube or Twitch?
Talk about it.
Shut up.
Looney Trades live?
Tell me what to do.
Nope, it's not working either.
Get the snot out of you,
Looney.
racist bastard.
Click on your name. Let's see.
Heard enough from you Jews.
Go to channel. There we go.
Goddamn skinhead.
Stock market trading and reviewing.
Just because I have a shaved head.
Get that sub on. Turn on. What's
because
this?
it doesn't grow naturally, alright?
It's Call of Duty?
Yeah, you and LeBron.
Let's see what you look. Sensitivity is
he was
good. I like it.
skinhead
It's
too.
lower. What? Did you
If he
even
was
do
white, he would
anything?
be.
What just happened there? You just
I suppose that is true.
did you you
Bear Cave says the company grew rapidly during the pandemic.
You
Johnny from
aimbot
Canada,
her.
We are not exactly politically
You
correct in this
aimbot.
room,
That was
but we're all
straight up
okay with that.
aimbot.
2021, but reported revenue down around
Cheating little shit.
50% in recent
I'm not.
quarters.
I'm offended.
Oh, you slow it down a second. I was trying to slow it
I
down.
don't even know what that word means.
Oh, no scope aimbot.
It's
Oh,
like
you
when
weren't
people
even like
say
aiming at him
all the
either.
time.
You just flicked, shot, and then your cursor's like.
Yeah, but you're like, what did I do?
Aimbotter.
Oh my god, IBRX. Dude,
He's
I
an
debated on
aimbotter.
shorting this
He's
thing
an
up at
aimbotter.
750. I think it's
Yes,
going
he
all the
is.
way back down to 570, but I will not be in it.
Look at you, you're a
I like
stud.
790. Hoping for a little.
Now, I knew that was never going to push like crazy, but I just saw the breakdown coming and I just didn't take it, so.
From brands with a
Look at
statement
him,
on
he's
the
a
US
stud.
Supreme Justice's opposition
Me
to the
either.
sale of its hardware and home improvement business to Asa Abloy.
Come on, buddy. Dude,
He's got the hat on.
Dude.
Says it will
Oracle
vigorously
too, man.
Yeah,
What a freaking
yeah, you
great
better
breakdown on
smile.
that one.
block the company's sale
Why
of
aren't you on my?
home improvement business.
Oh, there you are.
Trying to
Oh,
get
here, let me
those
put you
down
in my.
still, though, but I mean below 71,
Yes,
60ish.
it does.
That they will prevail in the litigation.
Just your risk has to be up here.
I remember-
85. It's not that big.
Does anybody
I could've
remember
taken some
Off the lows at 54.
back in the Counter Strike 1.6 days where they came out with those? Were they called snowballs? Or were those old headphones that like everyone bought when they first came out? Headphones. They were like 120
Anything else,
bucks.
Steve some more and
Snow.
really learn how to
That's
work
Sandy
that
Popper
behind, you
Rubble.
know?
Over the ear
training.
headphones.
Trying to learn to work the backside like you
They
do.
were white and like everyone had them. Snow.
Years of
Ice
practice.
so much-
something. I don't remember.
So
what they
much
were
better
called.
at it than I.
Look at the rest of your stream and trading. Looking forward to recap later. Mafu Call. Sweet man.
Gotta
I'm
take your
gonna
mind to
actually
another place and
let
it's
me
all
sub
good.
to you as well.
And my wife asked me, like, what are you learning
Go
from
to
that
channel.
room?
I always like to
How to
follow
work the
everybody and try to
backside
support them.
How to work the backside.
Subscribe.
Have you shown her?
Until I realize that I don't like you.
I mean, I need to know
and your
less
style
than
of
you.
not your style of trading, but like how you run things on your YouTube channel. Like I'll tell you straight up that, you know, you need to be more transparent. You need to
Come on
not
over.
lie. You need to show everything.
I'll get the duct
AKA
tape.
be more transparent. As long as you do that, I'm usually
the back
okay
of the
with
Ray
you.
Ban.
It's all these channels that only post the winners and stuff like that that I have a little bit of a problem with. Looney, I X'd you out by accident. I didn't mean to.
Hey,
Not
man.
being creepy for nothing.
You need to put that pretty face
man.
up on your thumbnail, man.
Oh, what the fuck is this line? Oh, that's a line that needs to go away. Goodbye, line.
Where's have you made any trades today,
That's just a
Looney?
smudge on the screen.
I don't know how. Oh yeah, positions. Oh, you have some positions. Fantastic. Look at you. Is this real? This the real money?
Coin took a little bit of a dump today, huh? After a little pop.
Who did?
Coin went up to 82 and said, I don't like it there, and went back down to 78.
Still waiting for my options account to settle.
Yeah. Oracle's the one that's kind of crushing my soul.
Oh, so
today,
it's
but
all I heard. I turned your sound on
Should've
right when it
focused on
said
that.
you're waiting for your options thing to settle. Does that mean
I
this
just kind of
is
felt like I made
the fake
my money
monies?
yesterday on it and
Which is it's fine. I'm not
let it go.
saying there's anything wrong with that. Just
Clearly.
curious. Ice caps, ice.
Coulda
God,
made a little more.
I don't
Hey, AMRS
know.
would have made me green.
Are you serious? Came all the way back down?
I need to figure this shit
Yeah, it was in the teens.
Yep. I knew it would.
It's live. There.
Jack,
the
I knew it
trade.
would.
Why didn't you hold the trade? Yeah, come on, man.
Started it last
I don't
Friday
know.
though.
I just didn't like what it was, choppy shit. So I said, you know what, I'm done.
It's my best
And then I
options, but
debated getting back in at 470 and didn't do it.
Hey, you gotta
Should
start
have.
somewhere, Looney. Gotta start somewhere.
I should has, man. If you, I mean,
How
you
old are
should
you?
have maybe got back in.
I don't have your sound
I
on anymore,
debated
just so
on
you know.
getting back in at 470.
I'll
I
stay
think
in
you
there
cutting
though, so
something
it
you're
can
not happy with. That's fine. You got no shame in that
hopefully
game.
keep the
Oh, it only cost me $6.
watching.
Yeah,
thing
dude. I
on there.
mean, where's the shame in that? You lost $6. You didn't have a headache. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, if you would have written that thing up and gone through the emotional stress of that to make shit money, you would have been like, oh god, how annoying was that?
Yeah.
You could have cursed a few more times.
You could have
That how
cursed a few
much-
more times, which we would have enjoyed it.
ALT.
Or you would have cut it for a bigger loss. What is it?
ALT. It's SSR though. That's the only drawback.
I'm not gonna look at it.
I am.
Back to the good old Jag.
ALT.
Does that mean it is what I think it is, though?
Hey, it's extended. Is it extended? Yes.
The hell is this?
No, I know what Jag's looking at there. I get it.
Today, Reuters in 24
That'll probably go back down to
and Vancouver,
70s,
Canada,
60s.
Canada,
And
I
here it
forgot to
goes.
turn this back on.
I mean, I've learned Jag's strat.
He's
Hold on
looking
a
for
second.
those
Are we-
pops regardless of what the chart looks like.
Hold
No,
on.
it's not
What's
that.
the-
It's a pop on an extension. Doesn't have to be a huge extension, but an extension
Indeed.
into previous resistance. He
What is
assumes
the
that those
ticker?
will fail, and they do normally. ALT. If it is
Oh, okay,
extended
fine.
into that previous resistance, it probably won't break through. It's gotta fucking come back down, and then work
I
its
am
way
looking
up.
at the right thing. I turn it sideways. It still doesn't look good.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look great, but I get what he's looking at.
If you
I
turn that
finally
sumbitch
figured that shit
sideways-
out.
You gotta turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it up straight up your candy ass, Steve.
I miss a good rock
I
rant.
totally
AMPX,
get what you are
AMPS
looking at. Like
technologies,
I'm with it.
Low
No, I
volume,
know.
I got it.
More.
altered at the
That's why I'm
high.
Remember,
not
it
in-
used to blow my mind because I'm like, I don't know how you find these stocks that are moving like 15, 20 cents and you're getting the whole fucking move. Now I get it. Now I get it. It's not a huge move, but it's a high profit or high what's the word I'm looking for?
Probability.
Percentage.
Probability. That's the
Percentage.
word I'm looking for. The high probability that it will pull back from there, even though it's not a huge move. I get it.
Miss a good rock rant.
That took me. How long have you been here?
About 2 years.
It took me about 2 years to figure out what the fuck he was doing. Because every
Wait.
trade I'd be like, what the fuck?
Jag, is he
Why are you
right?
getting in this? Yes, I'm right. We've had this conversation.
Oh, I haven't heard it.
Oh, well, maybe you weren't in the room.
Jag, is
It
he
would
right?
probably happen. It happened at 9:28 in the morning. You're not here.
Okay, so now people are talking over Jag. Jag, is he right?
Yeah, well, that's one of the things I look for. I mean, look for the extensions like you guys do with the big pops, but
Okay, so he's not totally right.
again,
When
it's,
he's not getting big pops, then when he takes those weird ones that we're like, what the fuck? That's why he's taking those ones.
All right, so he called alt. Let's take a look.
Okay.
So on alt, what would you have started this at?
16-13 probably.
Yeah, 16, 15, 16.
SHPH
something
halted
there.
on a circuit breaker, Sandy Hotel, Papa Hotel.
Because I wanted it to get at least pop up to high a day,
Alabama 2107 down.
where it basically failed. That basically at 1609 and then 1612 it dropped
And
again.
look at it. I just said it'll pull back to the 70s. It just did. I get what he's looking at. He sees that there's that resistance up there.
PGY
It
and
is
AATL
extended from the
+5
9 popping up there.
announcing,
Chances are it's going to come back to that 9
with
before going
sustainable
higher.
packaging for
Yeah, then you get out at the 9
with a new iPhone 14
or just above the 9,
lineup.
unless it goes down quick.
That's
A lot
probably
faster
It's a
than
total scalper's move, but it makes sense.
But in a market like it is right now, that's a good move.
Absolutely. I don't poo-poo on it, man. I mean, I saw it. When you pulled it up, I was like, oh, I see it. I see it. I used to look at those like Tim did and be like, what the fuck? But now I'm like, oh, there it
MEGL
is.
worth I. Not on
And look at that.
scanner,
That
but
would have
may
given
open
you,
up.
I mean, that's a good 35-cent move.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
238 KTB.
That's not an awful move.
And it moves fairly fast.
That's what he's been
35
trying to tell you
movement.
for 2 years.
I know, but he never explained it. He literally never explained that. We just all pulled these up and be like, dude, it's not extended. And he's like, yeah, it is. And we'd be like,
do you hear what he's saying? He's saying it's your fault.
It is my
fault. Well, it is that he didn't explain it, but that's his fault.
It's just like you would fucking just put a 0 at the end. Nothing about move the decimal.
Yeah, you did the same thing for Thomas.
Yeah, that was kind of my fault.
That
was my fault for assuming.
750, what? 750.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
See, you make an ass out of you and
me.
Arthur, you son of a...
Yeah, my bad for assuming you were like past the 4th grade intelligence level.
You know I like red crayons, and the purple ones are tasty too.
None of the stick
That's
blue.
when
I
he
like
wants
the
to hack
liquid
into my,
Elmers.
computer system. I'm showing my boobs.
Liquid Elmers only.
Nobody.
Bro, I've had that up on my 4th screen all morning.
Oh, have you? All right, hold on. Let me get the left nipple. It looks nice today. You like it?
Love it.
The funny
Is there
thing
a
is
way
I'm
to set up
literally
the
doing
follow
it.
notifications, or will it just notify me? So in
Yeah,
OBS, I
doing
think you can have it
I
so
don't know,
it.
I'm showing
Or,
my
no, it's not
boobs again.
OBS. It's
I'm trying to
do you
start a
use
OnlyFans
Stream
page.
Elements or Stream Labs? Stream
bored.
Elements, I think, is a little better, but
It should have been an IBRX.
Dude, I know, and I debated.
if not, that should be what you
literally was like, I
go
should
down
be
the
in
rabbit
this
hole
up
on
at
Stream
750. I
Elements
was like, I
or
should
Stream Labs,
just
whichever one
throw
you
some
want.
money at this. But
But you can have it
That's
so
my
when
bad.
somebody subs, tips, all that stuff, it'll show up in the chat.
That's my bad.
And they have like I know on Stream Elements they have a dashboard, so like
that's
whenever
one
somebody
I'm gonna
does
kick myself
something,
for.
it'll pop up in the dashboard.
That's what Vesh told the bowling alley chick.
Oh yeah, I have bowling
My
tonight.
bad.
Maybe.
You got to pay for it?
So up front I do. It's $25 to get sanctioned again, but I'm just gonna go in and be a sub for the league. So if any team ever needs a sub, they can call me up and I can go bowl, and it's free. I don't pay the sub.
Sanctioned.
So you're
You gotta be sanctioned to bowl.
For the season?
So yeah, it's USBC.
MPX
It's like
halted
a
again,
it's a
matching
league,
highs.
and they're the ones that run it. So in order to you have to basically bowl for average, aka get sanctioned. So once you're sanctioned, it'll like you'll know what your handicap is and stuff like that.
Your hand-
Did we notice RCL's kind of up today?
No, I wouldn't have a handicap probably.
Does your wife know that you've met several chicks at the bowling alley?
I don't think so.
White House says new
I don't
monkeypox
think
She
that
does
conversation
now.
ever came up.
since early
Eh,
August.
she doesn't watch this stuff.
You have a groupie?
Your mom does.
Do we?
You got a
Oh,
baby?
well, that's true. But I'm pretty sure my
Nice.
mom already did know because I think I was living with her at that time.
Let's be honest. What do bowling groupies look like?
Watching shares of Sega, SI.
I mean,
I don't know.
Bowling here.
All I envision is what was that movie Woody
maybe
Harrelson
about
made,
Alpha.
Kingpin or some shit like that. I think it.
Kingpin. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it the old lady with the ring is
Yeah.
who he's hooking up with. You know,
She's
that's
drinking,
that's what I
drinking
envision.
Coors Light in the back of the bowling alley, going, "Look at
No,
that
no,
guy."
no.
Got a cigarette hanging out with
She got
about
a
4
cigarette,
inches
she got a
ashes
smoker's
hanging
voice.
off of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
She's
there's
like,
a hot
"Hey,
chick in
hey,
Kingpin
hey,
too.
sonny. Hey, boy.
18
It's so funny how we've profiled him like perfectly, right from the get-go too.
Oh yeah, dude. We had him pinned like from day fucking one.
As soon as he went out on the limb and said, "Everyone's putting their money in FSR," that was it.
We knew what he was about.
Yeah.
Oh man. You guys, I was gonna say you guys are good peeps, but you're not. But you guys are fun peeps. You're not good peeps.
Jag's the only good one among us.
He is. Jag, thanks for raising the moral standard of this room. I appreciate you.
When he's not dumpster diving for meatballs.
EHRD indicating $22.57.
Fuck, I
Where's
feel like
HKD
I
at?
I forgot how hot that chick was.
missed a lot of shit today,
IBKR.
but it just wasn't on my radar.
Hotel Romeo.
Pay for stream elements? No,
Look at
it's free.
HKD just
Would
hanging
you
out
say
there.
setting up stream elements is harder or easier than OBS? It's not that hard. Just YouTube one of the like stream elements setup guide or whatever.
I
I'll
don't
walk you
know.
right through it. It's
That'd be a
actually
good
really easy.
long-term hold.
And that's how you can get like free layouts and stuff like that. It's pretty easy. Vanessa Angel. How old is she now? 55 years old now.
Is that your
Is that the first chick you screwed?
No, it's the girl in the GIF I posted there in the red dress.
Oh.
Sure,
Not
she
so
looks
bad.
today more like what maybe would actually be at the bowling alley. Let's see.
If that's the case, then I'm going to the bowling alley.
You're saying she
We
still
know
looks
you're
good?
going to the bowling alley.
I mean, it's not that she looks young, but she still looks good.
What is her name?
Vanessa Angel. Like for being 55, she looks good. It's not letting me copy this, so I'll take a picture, snippet.
Bet you she doesn't look that good without makeup on, but that's gonna be my perception
What
of what I'm seeing.
what celebrity does?
They all look fucking horrible.
Like, I mean, this picture you can kind of see that this would
AMPX,
not be a
resuming
hottie without that
trade.
makeup on.
I ain't looking at the face, bro.
She don't look that hot with the makeup on.
Her body don't need no makeup.
Shares hitting new highs at 1650. Very low volume on this.
You're down with the butter faces? That's cool.
And halted again.
Yeah.
Everything looks good, butterface.
Yeah, she looks a little rough right there.
Hey, they all look
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that's you, bro. That's all you, Tim. Yeah, you could probably get that at the bowling alley. We'd all be so jealous.
Bangkok said, you guys should start your own gigolo service. Devin can be the leader, highest price. Tim will, of course, need to charge much less to get his clients.
SAPH.
Fucking
resuming
Bangkok.
trade, Sandy
dick.
Hotel, Papa Hotel.
I wasn't trying to show you to her, but
Shares continuing to sell off here now.
so if I do that, it'll
1665.
pop up after 15 seconds.
What's selling off? I'm not paying attention.
I mean, in this picture, she actually looks decent.
Market. I mean,
She definitely
it is probably
doesn't.
Tim's league, though.
She definitely doesn't look like. She doesn't look like the girl she was in Kingpin. Here's what she looked like. In...
Oracle's just dying, dude.
Yeah, so is Charge Point.
So this was her in Kingpin.
Shit, everything is. This bias, too.
Like, you can see the resemblance, but obviously when she was younger, she looked a little better.
Spy dragging down the market again. You're not in Charge Point, I assume.
Another headline. TDC
You
director.
didn't quit it?
Nope. I
don't even know if she has skins.
I didn't think it would get to it.
In the US as
Fucking
of
grind,
September
dude.
14th. And a
See if I can
decline in
figure
growth
out
cases
something on one of these
some
stocks that
areas
makes
in
me
the
want to
US
get
are
She
in
does
it.
have one
rise
child.
in monkeypox cases.
Married to Rick Otto.
There's a rise in monkeypox cases.
Oh, I know that guy. He was
Is that
in
what's causing
Criminal
this drop?
Minds. Yep.
Yeah.
He was born in Baltimore.
Check.
Baltimore.
Yes.
Yes, that's it.
Yes,
It's
that
a
is why.
market.
You have figured it out. Thank you.
Market has been infected.
The market has monkeypox.
Ethereum Ether futures dropping sharply now, 1492.50 low after the merger.
Son of a
You guys, have
bitch.
you guys have shorts on dust?
I would think not. I bet you it's an ETF.
I didn't realize what it was. I don't.
Yeah, that is an ETF.
Yeah, I didn't look at the name.
I just jumped in this Charge Point with smaller shares.
I was just fixing to say, you'll find something to chase. I know you.
Nope. Get through 25, I'll hold on to it. If not, I'm going to dump this.
You're about 1940.
At 36. Oh, don't like that. I'm all out. A little win.
Thing went
Dude, this is
straight
the only
down,
fucking
huh?
thing I've traded all day. It's a stupid Charge Point. I didn't hold that 25. I should have held it. I didn't like that I got back above it. That's okay.
Little padding, little padding.
I'm good. That's a scalp. Buzz right down into this freaking Trend line I have.
Look at breaks right here at 1950s. It's gone.
And I think if the SPY breaks right here, it's gone. Damn, every day we keep going to this scary SPY zone, huh?
But first it has to go up.
I know, right? That gives you, it gives you a little hope, and then it says psych.
I mean, because the SPY was green.
391, 396, 391, 396, 391, 396.
Maybe we started trading the range of the SPY.
The crazy part about
NUE,
that is that's
announcing
5
a new,
points. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
crazy to think like how
November
much
uniform
volatility the
Echo.
SPY has had. Like, when are we gonna get back to just
Oh,
when it
that's a
just
good
slowly
point.
grinds up? I guess not until all this COVID shit is officially over. Like, and now it's inflation, the housing crisis. Like, until all that is on the back burner.
It kind of bums me out, man, because it makes these things harder to trade too, but because they're all just following the damn SPY. Now, if the SPY breaks, you know, yeah, these are going to break down, but if the SPY pops and holds, these are going to all hold.
Look at
Like,
AMRS.
I think toward what's that?
AMRS. It's at 4. It was about 399.
Oof. I gotta quit looking at Oracle, man. That's
BA
bumming me out.
Boeing acting FAA
Neo
administrator
died.
Billy Nolan tells reporters the agency is not committing to timeline
Neo died, yes.
certifying the
Down
Boeing
$1
737
from the high.
Max 7 and Max 10. That's Bravo Alpha. BA
IDRX is down. That's down over $1 from the high. That's a $7 stock.
CRBG indicates
ENVX died.
$21 now. to
Down
Charlie
a
Romeo Bravo
$1.50,
Golf.
$1.40 from the
Yeah,
high.
Priced at
pretty much what everything's doing.
$21. SHPH resuming off the lows now at $20.33.
SHPH. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh, the SPY looks like it wants to go lower.
Oh, there's a new IPO out. ANPX.
I'll have to look at it, Jack. Refuse to sync to your levels.
Why?
I don't know. Why? I don't know. RCL is probably gonna run back down to 50-15 or 50-18-ish, but I can't chase it. It's just not enough room.
NVPA maybe? No.
Oh, I wish it was on RCL. Are any of these bitches still up? Or is everything pulled back?
I think everything's pulled back with those fucking.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many, like, RCL would have been a great
CHPT
trade.
dollar.
Neo would have been a decent trade. CHPT, that was trickier in my opinion, but. And Oracle's been falling all day, so that's hard to take down here. RCL would have been the best one. For me. Missed it, now I gotta kiss it.
It'd be nice if it would pop up VWAP and fail it.
Dang, SPY went right to the lows from yesterday, almost to the penny.
Damn, that chick's 55. That looks pretty toe up for 55.
Who?
chick that market posted. Vicious woman.
Hey, Devin.
Yeah.
You want to hear something? And I'm being completely funny.
AMZN
But
and
I
AAPL,
just
Amazon and Apple
just
passed
thought
on
about this.
LIV golf meteorites.
Hold on, can you wait till he's done
Yeah,
talking?
yeah, I
Street
am.
Journal now.
I just can't hear you.
I know.
All right, go.
Oh yeah, I want you to hear me diss you loud and clear.
All right, go for the diss. Go for the diss.
So you know how
Apple,
yesterday you were
Amazon and Apple joined
fucking
Oh my
Charlie.
God.
platforms that have declined to carry the Upstart golf tournament.
Don't you love it when he just starts sucking every time?
Liv is just beginning to enter the auction phase.
All right, he's in timeout.
You put your own timeout. All right.
Anyways, so you know how yesterday you're like, at the bell, I need to focus, so I'm gonna mute the room.
Yeah.
So you were trading yesterday morning, and so you had it muted, which was good, right? So you got the focus. But this morning you weren't trading, and you weren't muted, and your microphone sure the fuck wasn't muted.
It wasn't.
So I just wanted to point out that you're not the only one trading, you know?
I know. When I understood what Thomas said, I muted myself. I literally muted my mic.
I was being, like I said, I was just being a dick. It just made me laugh
Yeah,
because
no,
I was like,
dude,
oh.
if anybody needs to focus and they tell me to, dude, I will be the first one to say bye, and I will be back when you tell me to.
Well, Thomas tried. He said comms, and you're just like, what? What's
I don't
what's
fucking know what
comms?
that means.
Comms?
I was
You
looking up a stock.
The last time he said comms, I literally explained it to you.
Did you hear Jack? I didn't know what he said either. Nobody knows that shit except for you dumbass gamers. Now, we're not all dumbass gamers, so fucking say shut the fuck up.
All right, Thomas, you hear that?
Peak
You
human
can't say
being, not
comms. You just say shut the fuck up.
All right.
Yes.
He responds better to that.
I do. When I hear comms, I think I think you're calling
You type in comms. See, there's no tinker.
That's what I did. I typed in COMM, COMS. I don't see it.
PRPO is halted. $1.18.
That's
oh,
weird.
SPY got under the lows.
Do you have shorts on PRPO? Because it did
We
spike.
do.
Like,
385,000.
Inbounce is 114, 119. So basically right here.
I'd
Did
much
you
rather
totally
it
get rid of
be
Charlie?
130. No, I brought him back.
I don't see him.
He's Froggo. Froggo Squawk.
I don't see anything being.
Oh, yeah. When I moved him, it's probably because he can't host it in the other one. Sorry. Hey, Froggo, can you re-host? That's my bad. I didn't know that in timeout you couldn't do that.
Next time I'll just mute him.
Can you hear him now?
No, he's got to re-host it. That's my fault. I was trying to be funny about it, and I ended up screwing it up.
It happens.
All right, he's got it going now. You just gotta. Oh, it says I'm already
Good job,
watching it.
Good job.
I don't hear it.
You've like.
Oh, he's
I don't
got to
think he's
talk,
talking,
silly.
bro. Look, I've grown to appreciate Froggo. I'm even learning to trust him. Ish. Oh, fuck, dude.
353
That drop in the
KTB.
market might have just fucked us all. You know what's interesting though? Like, I have this other trend line on the SPY that we got below before. If I'm going off that one, we stayed below it all pre-market, all day yesterday, which it tapped it multiple times, all day today, and now we're going lower. I think we're just gonna revisit some lows. Sad face. Yeah, I'm sorry, Thomas. I wasn't trying to distract you earlier on purpose. I didn't know what comms meant.
Yeah, it's very rarely I gotta mute the room, but it was like, holy shit.
Yeah, when you're trying to focus on the trade. What you got up, Jag? Anything good?
PRPO signs agreement with another major U.S. healthcare distributor.
Who?
This PRPO. That's what the news is. Signed and everything.
Oh, is it halted on news?
No,
No,
it's just
that's halted on volatility.
It's halted on volatility, but that's why it halted. I'm assuming.
I got you.
Mortgage rates breached 6% for the first time since 2008. Just so you know. It's a fun fact for you.
Should be on halting here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it did not. It did. 6.
I almost put an order out at 133, but I wouldn't have got filled.
So very jumpy.
Whereas resuming, hitting $1.26 at the high. Papa Romeo, Papa Oscar.
PRPO dollar.
Should have kept following ALT. Still didn't get really where I wanted, but got back up there again. And then dropped $1.
YFT lifted out with a press release leading the transition to zero emissions or commitment to 100% electric vehicles by 2030. That's the Yankee.
Wait, how is Lyft gonna have full electric vehicles? They're not. It's not their vehicles.
Includes cars in the Express Drive rental program.
I mean, they can't force people to. They're only going to hire people with electric vehicles.
Program.
I mean, they said by 2030, so
I think
maybe
they're
just
going to be providing electric vehicles or something.
not a chance. That would bring their bottom line down horrendously.
Like that was the Uber dudes was have self-driving vehicles be that was their initial goal.
Yeah, but that's
All be
different. They're not
self-driving
paying
vehicles.
drivers.
Yeah, I don't know what Uber's deal is or what they're thinking.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go let the dog out.
Hey.
All right, guys. What are you watching, Jag?
Blue, but not worth watching.
Who is it?
Blue. BLUE. It's not worth watching. Even though it looks similar to IBRX.
Ooh, IBRX, man. That dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
Everything's the same though. Look at Neo, look at ENVX. CHPT's holding up a little better than a lot of these. And so is
Yeah.
RCL. It's kind of frustrating because like either things are just like crashing with the market, so you just gotta chase them down as the market falls, I guess, and assume it's just gonna keep falling. And then things that are trying to go up aren't really going up, but they're just not crashing like everything else. Like RCL and CHPT look strong to me because they aren't doing this. Even this here.
What?
My internet just went out. Wow, dude, look at AMD.
Look at what?
AMD, that's down freaking over $2.
Yeah.
Should have pulled that one up when I saw the SPY doing what it was doing, but oh well. Thomas, you got anything up, man?
Negative, Brewski. I'm about to go water the grass outside.
Alright. Is that like paying the water bill, but you're gonna do it outside?
Yeah. Yeah, now you catch it on.
Are you at work?
Yes.
Why would you go pee? I
fucking went downstairs 2 times and the girl's in that bathroom like both times I went downstairs.
So you're about to just say fuck it and take it out the
Go
window.
water the grass.
I got you. That's funny. I assumed you were pissing.
Look at PDD.
Yeah, no, I didn't say fertilize the grass.
That's true. That's true.
PRPO
That would
stop
be a
B
different
/ E,
situation.
looking for loadish on leftovers.
BDD is not following the market. In my opinion, like if I wanted to get in something long term, I would say PDD, CHPT. Those are decent ones to get in, you know?
Yeah.
Because with the market doing what it's doing, those are not doing that. Yeah, they're not flying, but they're fucking staying strong. I'm just not there yet. One day. Because I mean, dude, look at PDD. It is strong as fuck. The fact that the market is utterly falling apart and that thing is stuck up here like this. Nobody's selling, you know?
Yeah.
So that means she's gonna go higher. Might not be today. Might not be tomorrow. But she's gonna do it. THPT is the same thing though. I mean, look at that. Yeah, I had that big drop based on that SPY drop.
Yeah,
but it's held this area.
Yes.
I mean, it's not breaking down. Like, okay, we're not going to go up today. We'll hang out down here until we can go up again. Fucking hate how the market affects that though, because it makes it to where like stuff is either falling by exactly or not really, and just kind of like chilling. But it just takes away any opportunity. Unless you just jump on one of those crazy moves down and just make your money and say bye. Which I'm not good at that. I think Neo is gonna go down to like 40-ish, 44. But I can't chase 20 cents. Am I ever come back?
U.S. Treasury sanctions target additional facilitators of Russia's aggression in the Ukraine.
Hey Jack, here's something I don't know about you. What is your like? You know, I know you stop out of trades when they're not. No, I know how big he is. No, what is your like when you stop out? I mean, do you have like a loss in mind there? What is your?
I do have a loss, but like I'm like let's take AMRS. I just didn't. I got it.
You didn't like it.
Where I'd be slightly green. So I just said,
So
you know what?
You do have like a max trade loss per se.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you're like, if I get beyond this, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
But then a lot of them you just stop out because they're not working out.
Yeah.
You don't like the way they look.
Most of it is. But I mean, my max loss really is around 300, I guess.
We're about the same there.
But I don't like to get anywhere near close to that.
Oh, dude, I mean, I can't remember the last time I had a max, $300 loss.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather really prefer to be under 50 as a max loss, but I can go higher. But I like 50 is a good number.
I try to get into stocks where my stop loss is going to be close to where I am, like 10 to 20 cents.
In the pop.
Yeah.
So if I started with like 200 shares or 300 shares, I'm risking, between 20 to $60.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, right off the bat, and then if it starts working, I can smack it, and then I'm risking break even or, you know, a little above or a little, you know, small loss.
Yeah.
But that keeps me away from those max losses.
Yeah, but like on AMRS, I just said, you know what, it's going up and down and not playing nice. Then the 9 was coming up, and they kept hitting it and going back up. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I should have reversed position. I just went long.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just
You would have made money. That's hard to do too, though.
Yeah. Because I figured it was only going to really give me 10 cents, maybe 15 if I was lucky.
You weren't looking for a big win. Yeah.
No. But I mean, it wasn't that big of a move anyway. I mean, what it was from previously 4 to it was at 424, so I was hoping to get really to 410.
So, MRS. Yeah, because it was this first move from 405 to 420. Oh yeah, that's not a huge move at all.
No, so I figured I could get to there.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. I was just curious, man. Yeah, I never really, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
me, Tim, Thomas, we're always in these conversations. I've never really heard your point of view on that. Vesh.
Evan.
To kind of continue yesterday, but just I want to understand it. Remember you were talking about that $3,000 per trade stop loss, whatever, and they're averaging 200, 250 a day or something. I won't mention names or anything, but okay. Now for me, that's like incomprehensible. Like it just doesn't add up to me. It doesn't make any sense. Now I get it makes your win rate high,
President
but
Biden
like you said, you had
speaking
like
now
two
on
max losses back to
railway
back, so they do happen.
agreement.
And I think if they happen like even once a month, it almost makes that whole system just not even worthwhile.
Yeah, but
I mean, in my mind, because you're losing too much for what you're making.
so so what I was saying is that the average green day, that's including the losses.
Oh, so that
like it's the average day.
Yeah,
it's not.
You didn't specify that.
Yeah, it's not like the average green
I
day.
meant what is average win days.
Average win day is probably closer to like 400.
Okay.
If I had to guess.
You're kind of guessing, so nobody really knows the validity of any of this.
No.
Yeah, that's tough. There's no point in even talking about it then.
Oh.
I mean, if David can hear us, I mean, he could probably shine some light on it.
David.
I know he doesn't. Yeah, because then that makes a little more sense. When you said the 250 per day, I thought you meant like that's what he's averaging as wins, but he's losing, 3,000, 6,000 sometimes. I'm like, I mean, I did the math. I'm like, his average month would only be like $5,000, and if you're risking 3K in one trade, you're risking like, I mean, you get two of those, you've risked a month and a half. I mean, just that doesn't add up. It all depends on how much I think you can bring in with this strat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with it. I mean, there's always going to be give and take with any strategy.
Absolutely.
I've been saying this.
Rail workers will get a 24% pay increase as part of the tentative deal.
But I've been saying this for a while, that you are a phenomenon, because the strategy that you're trading should be more of like a 65-35 type strat.
ZM
but
zooms,
your win
Zoom
percentage is much higher than that.
90% or anything like you guys. I mean, when you guys say 90%, I'm nowhere near that. I do take small losses.
So here's the funny part too. Ever since I started trading smaller when I first start these trades, my win percentage has gone way down. But
oh, really?
But now hear me out on this.
Your
So
profits have gone up.
yeah, well, yeah, but here's the reason. So I was actually like really thinking about this like last week, pretty much
Hey, I'm listening, but I'm
until-
gonna pee and listen to you.
Okay. So by doing these nibbles, what it's essentially doing is, I think I even said this yesterday, that when you nibble something like AMRS, we'll use that as an example today, the odds of you getting burned on something like that, if you only took a nibble just to watch it grind against you, is not as high. Now, the old me, when I had a higher win
Said
percentage,
BLK
like
will avoid damage to the U.S. economy.
86% or so, I was always taking my full size starter. So if it worked, I had, the full size win for the starter position. But if it started to grind against me, now I'm in pretty heavy, whether I want to be or not, because I took that full size starter. And now I have to, figure out how I'm going to trade a grinder. By taking the nibbles, if it just starts grinding, I just wait. Right. So either I just wait until it gives me a possible backside add, and then that's, my stop at that point. Like the high of day right there would be my stop, because this is me saying either it works now or it doesn't. And so now I have a nibble plus one add. And if it stops me out, it's not going to be a big loss. And just to like give you a frame of or a reference, like before, if I was looking to make, I'm just going to use the small numbers. If I were to look to make $20 on a trade, now I'm looking to make, say, $10 on a nibble. But if I were to take that same loss, if it went to high of day on a full size starter, I'm probably taking like a $50 loss where I would have made 20 on a winner. But now if I'm making 10 on a winner, I'm only taking a $20 loss. So it's like the ratio closed itself in a sense. So sure, I might be losing a lot more on the ones that grind, but the whole reason of taking the nibbles is so that if they do grind, I won't lose as much on those. However, if they take off, like what was the one we traded today?
AMRS.
Checkpoint. Well, checkpoint technically.
Checkpoint.
Like if I would have hit that for 112 on that first pullback, I would have made a ton of money. But I bitched out and did 111. But that one was actually moving, right? It actually started to move and it moved fast. So when I took my starter, my nibble on that one, it kept going and it kept going pretty fast. So I'm okay adding size to that as it's going against me in a quick manner, because I know there's much higher odds of that pulling back fairly quickly, which it did. And it just so happened that it did get under my average, but not where I would have liked it. And if I would have hit it for 2 up top, I would have had more shares, 100 more shares, and my average would have been higher. So I would have made more money with more shares, et cetera, et cetera. And that's the whole point. But if charge point, I just take a nibble and that thing just starts to grind higher, I never get those ads. I just wait again until I think there's backside. I get the ad, and then that's my high of day, and that's it. And then if it goes to high of day, then I take a smaller loss on it. So it's basically preventing you from taking huge losses on stocks that don't deserve to take a huge loss on.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So this is me just trying to explain like the theory behind like how, because I mean, we opened this conversation with, you don't understand or grasp how a max loss so far away makes sense when your average day is only this. But what I'm trying to get across here is that max loss is there, but it's only meant for really good, what we consider to be really good opportunities that just turn out to be ones that don't work. And it's there to protect us from, getting silly with it. But the odds of us ever even getting close to that on a regular basis is very slim. I was even talking to Thomas last night, yesterday evening before the bell, about he's had, I think it was like 500-600 trades this year. He can correct me if I'm wrong there. And he said he's only got the full size 10 times. So he was only really risking his max loss 10 times out of, 600, 500, 600. I don't remember the exact number. But that just goes to show you that that's how many times that might happen. Now, and I know he said that out of those 10 times, he was 50-50 on them.
I mean, that is Thomas's strat, which is different than I think any of your guys' strat. I mean, Thomas trades differently than all of you.
Yes, but in the grand scheme of things, it's very similar. Like to where has a higher win percentage. He's taking smaller wins than his huge losses when he has them. Like it's the same like general like scenario. Like it's the same general strategy. It's just he has his own spin on it. But it's okay taking winners if he's right off the bat versus having a max loss that's pretty far away. Like it's the same in that aspect, but how he does it is complete. You know, that part is proprietary.
No, that's Thomas's thing. Yeah.
But all I'm trying to get at is, yes, we do have a max loss that's pretty far away from what we're making on an average green day, but that's more so there to protect us on those ones that are complete outliers that are probably going to burn you one way or another, regardless of how you trade it.
Here's something I will say. You say that, but Thomas is more in the realm of reasonability for me, because Thomas isn't stupid huge. Thomas isn't $5,000, isn't $2,000, isn't $1,000. You know what I mean? Thomas's can be made back within a week, easy. Not a month or two of money that you're giving up. That doesn't make sense to me, especially if you're going to try to pay bills with your trading account.
Yeah, but David's account is much larger than mine, so and he's doing it.
Oh, and we don't know how much he makes. David doesn't count anymore. I mean, just because we know nothing about him.
Yeah, and that's the number we're kind of using is his number, and he's also doing it where I can take 2 max loss trades a day. That 3,000 number is only 1, and he's done for the day.
That's his day.
Yeah. So I could do the same thing and raise my max loss to 2,000, but I'm only can do that 1 time a day, which is kind of not a bad idea. But then I'm also not that comfortable. I feel better losing half.
Yeah, and giving yourself a chance to make some back if you want.
Exactly. You know? Yeah, first trade of the day, I take a max trade.
Which you've done that. I've seen you be almost max loss and come back to like half that or something. And I mean that makes that day not as shitty as it was.
Most definitely.
So Thomas just told you that it's 800, or is it 800 per trade?
It's 800.
Yeah, mine's
okay.
800.
So it's 800, 1,600 on the day. So basically, if you double that, that's 3,000. Now, what are you making on an average green day, Thomas?
Average is like 150, 200-ish. But obviously not this month. You can't even count this.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So do you see the
life is more normal?
Do you see the correlation there, Devin?
I mean, no, I suppose. And if he's making, but you got to realize, in my head, I had David making what Thomas is making, risking double. That didn't correlate to me. Still wouldn't. If he was making $250 a day and risking that much, that's not logical to me. Now, if he's making $500-600 a day, totally different scenario.
Well, I would say on average he's probably around 400. Because I mean I see 250 days, and then I see like 600 days. Sometimes there's a 700 day in there, but then sometimes there's a 200 day in there. I would say like right around 400.
400-ish. I mean, then that's up to him if he wants to risk how much you want to risk in that zone. But I mean, that wouldn't work for me. But I can understand it for you guys. You have a totally different strat than me.
So and I'm not trying
my strat will always be a more low risk strat. I think that's a higher risk strategy, no matter what.
Well, I'm just saying, you said you agreed with how Thomas is doing it, and I mean, if you break the numbers down, it's almost the exact same. Yeah.
I said I didn't agree with it still, though. When you said it was like $250 a day, I still wouldn't agree with that. I would say I agree with what I said last night. If he's making $400-500 a day, it is different. I agree with that.
I was including.
If he was making, remember,
fault.
I didn't know that you were saying. You know what I mean? Yesterday, I thought you meant he's averaging $200 a day, and I'm like, oh my god, and he's risking that type of money. That doesn't seem smart.
Is a buy on that?
Well, I think he is.
Oscar Michael Alpha.
But I'm just being funny at this point. Like, he is averaging that. Just that to me was including his red days. That's all.
Oh, so
like, to me, if
he averages $200 a day.
Yes. Yeah. So like in the big picture.
That still wouldn't work for me then. I mean, as a trader.
Yeah, but that just comes down to share size at that point. We're talking
share
system
size.
here.
Doesn't he have to make that $3,000 loss like a $4,000 loss now?
Well, yeah, but he'd
5,000.
also be making more money in all of his trades too. Like it. That's the part I
I
don't
still
understand
think,
sometimes
to
is
me,
when
it's the
people don't
risk to
understand that.
reward that doesn't line up for me on that. It's
But
just
the risk to reward would just stay the same. Whatever you go up with the amount you're trying to make, you would just, that's what you would raise. So if you want your max loss to go up 50%, you raise your
well, I just think
starting
you
share
have to
size
go
50%.
so hard to make
PRBG
so
and
little.
THRD
Like
IPOs
I don't
waiting
go
for
as
those
hard
to
as he
open.
does, and I make more. So that's why it doesn't make sense to me. Are
Yes,
you
that's why
understanding
you don't
that?
trade it. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
pretty
why.
clear that it doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah, it's never gonna make sense. That I just can't wrap my head around that. Risking so much to make not so much doesn't sound. This just doesn't sound fun. It doesn't sound like something I'd be into.
Like I said, you're a phenomenon because
Yeah,
you
but
And
you're
turned the
not
risking.
risking
strategy.
that on every trade.
Well, yeah, we can't say it any more than we already have. Like
Yeah,
you
no, I
have
get
it
it.
convinced in your head that like we're risking our max loss every single trade that we get in, when in reality, that's very far from the truth. Like
No, I
the
get that
odds,
too. I do get that. I do get
yeah.
that.
But it feels like you're judging the strategy based off of that.
I'm judging it for me. I'm saying it's not for me.
I
Okay,
know,
I know
but
it's for you. Okay.
Yeah, for me, it's not for me. Like I couldn't trade that way.
ELAN, some big
But
you
that's
did on
not
charge
that's
point
not
today.
bad.
sold $14
I did, but if it would, but I
call
wasn't
on
risking $1,000 or $2,000.
November.
Curious. Let's
I
break that
wasn't
trade
risking
down.
three.
Let me pull
Okay.
that chart. I'm not trying to prove anything here. I'm just curious.
Okay.
Mesh,
Get,
he's not judging the strategy. He's just judging you.
yeah, that's what it feels like.
Very true. No, that's just because
Yep.
anytime you hear anything that is different than you take it as an attack, which is stupid. You
No,
shouldn't view
no,
things
that's
that
not.
way.
No, I'm not. I'm not taking it as
Now
an
we're getting
attack.
personal.
Yeah,
Now we're
you're the
getting
one that just made
personal.
it that way. I didn't take that at all
I
that way.
feel that that's how you take things, which
No,
is
I'm just
why I
trying to
probably should just shut my mouth and
explain.
not care. But
No,
you know, you
I'm
guys
actually
do.
just trying to explain to you what we see. That's all I'm trying to
Can you
explain.
understand what I said though? Like if he was only making $200 a day, risking 3,000, 6,000 sometimes in a week, doesn't seem wise, especially if you pay bills using the account.
But this is the part I don't get. What does that have to do with anything?
Because you have to be profitable. I don't
And
think you've gotten there yet, so you don't view it like I do. I need to make the money. I can't throw it away. I can't say I'm going to risk it because I need to make the money. I need to build the account. I need to have money to pull out. I need to have that always there.
How many shares did you have in ChargePoint?
700.
How did you get in? Was it like, I don't know.
125.
2.5. So what was your average? Like 19, 20?
I don't remember.
It looks like if you did 1, 2. Well, no, because your 5 was on the way down, or was it at the top?
Yep. No, on the way down.
Okay, so your average was probably a little lower, actually.
Yeah, I think my average, it was like 19. I don't remember. Dude, I don't know how I figured that out.
Well, you can look at your orders.
$17 per share, opened at $20.50. That's Tango Hotel, Romeo Delta, third harmonic buy.
If you tell me what your orders were and how many shares you took at that price, I can figure it out.
Opening today.
Okay. Blow this up.
David confirmed his average green day is 386.
1910 100.
1910 100.
1930 100. 1916 500.
Times. So your average
What
was
did it say, average green?
1917.
Okay. What did you say his average green days were?
His average green day is 386.
386, okay.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's probably about right.
So 19, 17. Do just one quick.
The trade made me like 120 bucks or 125 bucks.
So what would you consider a max that you're wanting to lose on any given trade?
I mean, my max for the day is 300 bucks. So, I mean, I guess that's the most at risk, and it probably wouldn't be in one trade.
So when you added to this on the way down, just obviously theoretical, obviously I know this didn't happen. But say it started to hold like it was, and instead of making that dip on that candle where you got out through 19, it just held up there and started to go higher. What was the plan? Just cut it at your average? Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, at or a little above. I would have taken a small loss. I mean,
right. No, yeah, that's fine. Which is smart. If you added that 500 on the way down and it immediately pops back to the highs and runs up through 1950, you would have just cut it at the highs?
I would have been hopefully close to the highs, yeah.
So when you make that big add on the back there, that's you basically saying that's it.
That's me saying I'm done. Yeah, I want this thing to go back down now, or I'm out.
Gotcha.
I'm not going in heavier than that right there, especially on a trade that's not my trade.
Yeah.
Those are right or right out trades for me. Those are they either work or they don't. You know, I mean, if that goes higher, I'm fucking done.
So say you don't get that first pullback where you added the 500 looking for it to be done. Say you get that add at 1930 or whatever it was, and then it just continues higher. Yeah. So now you have 200 shares.
I would have waited for a backside to smack it.
Gotcha. So even if that was like a run up to like 2020,
causing users to be in,
yeah, and 2020, no, I probably would have taken a loss. I probably was out of that for 40, 50 buck loss no matter what. I'm probably not giving that over $100 for sure. For me.
Well, 200 shares. So you would have cut it before the $50?
Most likely, yeah. If that would have gotten above 50, I'm definitely out for sure. If that goes above 50, I assume it goes to 20. I'm out. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, that's completely not how we are looking for it to trade. I mean, we're always looking for.
Oh, I'm not trying to trade like you guys. I am not trying to trade like you in this scenario here.
So you're just trying to hit the top.
Pullback and get out.
Gotcha.
Quick pullback, get out. That's why I took it all. I just said out. You know, I mean, I didn't leave any on the table because, in my opinion, that's going higher. I don't really see. That is a scalp trade, and that's it. I don't see a continuation down from there. Why would I? There's no reason for me to believe that's going to continue down. If anything, I believed it was going to continue up. I was going to say that, but you guys were all playing with it, and I didn't say it. But I still think that's a strong stock right now. I mean, look what the market's doing. Look what that's doing. That's strong. I know it sucks today, and it's probably not going to go higher than that high, but it is a strong stock.
Yeah, that one's always annoying.
When the market's done what it's done and you got something like that just hanging out up here, that thing wants higher. Nobody's selling it. Yeah, they're not buying it right now because it's a shitty market day, but it ain't dying.
BG indicating
that thing will probably. I mean, if I was a swing trader, I just told Jack that. If I was a swing trader, this is something I'd buy.
Probably Romeo Bravo.
But I'm not, so I don't.
Priced at 20.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't trade the same as you guys. It's not a big deal, dude. Like, that's not offensive. But I feel like you feel like if I don't agree with it, or for me, that I'm saying you're wrong. If it works for you, dude, I don't care. Then it's great. If it doesn't work for you, I'm gonna say, hey, that fucking doesn't seem like it's working for you. So I'm gonna guess time tells.
All right, you guys have had 15 minutes of serious conversation. Enough of this bullshit.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, some things have changed, Steve, since you left. We do get into these more in-depth conversations.
We do. We
I know,
talk
but my
about
mind can only
strats.
handle so much. My mind can only handle so much of the exact same thing being said back and forth.
Yeah, I agree. That's the thing that gets annoying about it, because I mean, there's going to be that thing with. I think that's why I'd love somebody like me in the room that has more of the same mentalities. But one day,
Yeah, but then it's not what you say; it is how you say it.
I don't think I said anything rude.
Once again, it's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Did I say something in a rude way?
It's not what you said; it's the tone of your voice, the way you
in
say
a rude manner, in a rude way. Did I speak it rude?
It comes off condescending when you say certain things. When, especially if you totally 100% disagree with what is being said, you come off very condescending, I guess you would say. And it kind of makes it feel the other way that, okay, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm consistent. I'm the one that makes money for it's not about
I
that.
didn't say any of those words, man.
But
Like,
that's
none of
what
that
I'm
came out of my
saying is
mouth.
your tone is saying. That's what it's saying. It's not saying what you're saying.
Okay. Well, I don't mean to come across that way, so I'm sorry if I do.
It's not all the time, bro. I'm just saying it does. It happens when we all speak. I'm just pointing it out. That's why I kind of went that course.
No, I'm with it. No, and like I said, that's why you and I, like me and you, Thomas, we've had these discussions, and you've explained how your system works to me so well. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you've just explained it better than I think Vesh ever has to me, which I get, which I don't really care, but I don't want to get into that today. But I'm saying, like, I totally understand how your system works. So I've come around to going, okay, Thomas's thing makes sense to me. You literally explained it to me to where it makes sense. So when I hear Thomas's strat, I'm like, yeah, I get it. But some of these other ones, I'm like, oh, no, I don't get that. But nobody's under. I guess you had a better way of explaining it to me. I mean, I knew your strat better than Vesh knew your strat, because we've had more, I think, in-depth conversations.
And Tim has the same issue. It's the same thing. It's not what he's saying; it is how he says it, and then the tone goes into it that turns you into a negative mood because of the way he said it. It's not so much what he said; it's the tone, the way he says it.
No, and I think that's probably why me and you have gotten to go further with some of these conversations, because you were really good at not doing that, you know. And I think when people do come at me in a way that is down talking or whatever, I normally kind of get like, well, fuck you too, you know. It's part of my personality, bad, good, or indifferent. You know, it is what it is.
Oh yeah, it's all about being raised with all those sisters.
Is that your life or my life?
That's your life. That's okay. I perceive it that way. You didn't have the bigger brother or something like that would, smack you around or whatnot. You had sisters.
I did. I was the only boy and the youngest.
But yeah, and that's like the same thing. I'm sitting here thinking in the back of my mind, yeah, my strat, I take more risk than you do. I like the way yours is set up, but it's not for me. I want to trade what you trade, but the benefit of with me having a higher risk tolerance, when I do start doing yours and you're still taking, like you said, the 300, I'm starting with 1,000 shares because I'm willing to lose 300-400 per trade. You're not.
Oh, it's coming, bro. It's coming.
It would be a whole lot easier for me to do it than it is for you to step up because I'm already at that high risk margin. You see what I'm saying?
I agree. No, that's true. And I think a lot of that came from where I was when I started trading too. I was in a spot where I really wanted this to replace my income. So my goal was always to work out a strategy for me that I could do that in a fast manner, and I was able to do it. I was able to figure that out, how to not risk that much, but be able to make a decent chunk of change in most of the trades I'm in. And it worked for me.
I extremely agree with what Tim says. That kind of strat you're doing is not normally a high win rate, and that's why I've always been quite okay. What are you looking at, Devin? What made you get in it and just kept over and over and over until I can kind of see what's going on, because that's normally not the case for that strat, that high win rate that you have.
Okay. I get
GM
it. I get
investing
it. Makes sense.
$491 million in Marion Metal Center in Indiana. That's golf.
And I mean, go ahead. I mean, I don't. You guys have a higher win rate than me. That's the only thing. Is I mean, I do post a few little losses, and you guys don't post a lot of losses. You know, I just think I do also post some bigger winners. You know, which that's just where the where the difference is. Yeah, I get these small little losses, but my winners, I'm normally looking for a bigger move than, you know, a small pullback or whatever. And you know, I mean, I think both of them are viable. I mean, there's scalpers that make way more than me because they're going in 10,000 shares and to get that 10, 15 cents. Boom, done. They made a lot more than me.
CLSK.
You know, I mean,
Clean
10,000
Spark
shares, 15 cents. You made a shit ton of money.
Matthew Schultz to appear on Benzinger's Stock Market Mover Show at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time today. That's Charlie Lima Sandy Kilo. CLSK.
Which I understand their way.
All right, I'll be right back. Going to warm my food up.
Elon Musk tweeting.
What I miss?
10 point.
I'll let him give you the Cliff Notes.
Coming out in a few days.
I'm not even giving Cliff Notes. I'm done.
69.3 coming out shortly after AI Day. That's Tango.
Jag, you didn't miss anything.
Okay.
You missed nothing.
I figured that.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing has changed from 5 minutes before, from 20 minutes before, from 30 minutes before, from 2 days ago, and nothing ever will. And I'm going to learn to shut the fuck up.
You and just fighting again.
I am going to learn to shut the fuck up in this room, man. That's 100% happening.
Yeah. SSDD.
You want to avoid these amazing conversations that we have?
I do, because I don't find they go anywhere. Like, at the end of the day, like, it's still the same shit, you know? So what's the point in having them? So I should just learn to shut my mouth, let you guys figure out anything, and I'm not going to ask questions about it. I don't care. You know?
So when you say you don't understand,
sometimes I just do it. I know I do it because I want to understand. So I ask.
And that's what we were trying to explain.
I know, but they turn into these kind of pissing contests, and I don't want that. Like,
I think
I don't like those.
No one here but yourself is thinking that.
Even Thomas said, you start talking to me in a certain way, I start talking back to you in a certain way.
He said usually. He was saying usually.
That's the way it goes 90% of the time. So what's the point in doing it, though?
Today it wasn't.
There's no point, dude. You don't think so? Okay.
I was legit trying to answer your questions.
And I said, okay, that makes sense. And then you kept going, but you keep saying, and you keep, so it just turns
it's
into
like you weren't
and
listening and hearing me out. So that's why I was saying that.
I said that makes sense. It didn't make sense when you told me he was making $200 a day.
I know, but then you kind of got stuck on that same thing. It was like, I don't know. It was like
I wasn't stuck
once
on
you
anything.
heard that,
I was explaining why I said what I said yesterday. Where if you explained it to me and like, no, he makes $400 or $500 or $1,000 a day, I don't think the same way. Then I'm like, okay, well, he makes enough to justify taking a loss that big. But I think like if you're making $100 a day and you say, hey, I'm going to make a 4K, loss per trade thing, I'm going to say you're stupid. I don't think that sounds smart. But I'm not going to say anything anymore. Risk $5,000. Risk your whole account per trade. I don't care. I literally am not going to care. And I think that is probably the best route to no more issues ever. And I like that.
Yeah, Johnny, that's why I've been stopping at 12. Really no point. Go past there.
It'll come back, Johnny. Just be patient. There was a good, I don't know, month, 2 months, that me and Tim sat here day after day just bullshitting because the market was doing nothing. But that's rare. There's opportunity. I mean, Tim, you made some money today. I made some money today. Thomas made some money today.
I lost $6.
I made some money
Jag
today.
lost $6.
Even I made money
In the market?
in the market.
What'd you trade?
Scalper's Paradise. PRPO out of the halt.
Did you?
Oh my.
I did.
Oh,
Look at you.
I got 6 cents out of it. But it was $1 stock. So it adds up.
I'm sorry, what did you trade? I was not paying attention. I was texting a friend.
Yeah.
PRPO.
Oh,
One that
okay.
Vesh mentioned was at a halt.
You're good at those, man. You're good at this.
I like those.
Yeah, no, you have always been really good at those cheapos. And you take fucking size.
Elon
Too
Musk
bad
tweeting
Pets wasn't
again.
cheap enough. I would have been good at it.
Yeah.
Beta expanding to safety
Oh,
scores
show.
above 80 after 10.69.2.1 goes out. Tango Sandy Lima Alpha.
What I miss?
Steve made a little
Hello.
money on PRPO earlier.
When I was 3 years old, or you don't want to go back that far.
When I was...
Damn, talk about hold the trade.
What, PRPO?
Yeah. He's been in it 3 years.
No. Been in it since he was 3.
Oh, shit. Even better. No wonder he's so good at holding that trade.
This is going on 41 years.
I've held trades longer than Warren Buffett's alive.
Fuck, I would like to say that DT depressed me yesterday with his once you turn 50, you start realizing you could be dead in 20 years. I'm like, what the fuck, DT? That is not the way I want to view life.
Why do you have to wait 20 years?
Steve's like, I'm out at 54, bro. I'm going with
Pharmaceuticals
Jag.
EC approval.
I mean, the rate I'm going, I'll be lucky if I see 50.
Oh, well, you don't
Alpha
sleep and
Uniform
you work
Papa
yourself to
Hotel.
death, so this may be true.
Pretty much. Life insurance policies are all paid off. That's all that matters.
Hey guys, I love you all. The important thing is that we all have profitable strategies and make money at the end of the day.
Fortunately, none of us but you do, so.
You make money every day.
You couldn't leave
said
well enough alone.
SPB.
You stupid motherfucker.
Try to say something nice and he tries to bring it back up an asshole.
He's got to kick the fucking line off. He's got to kick the line off.
You motherfucking prick.
There's a big difference between trying to say something nice and backpedaling.
That was me.
Passive aggressive.
You are
son of a bitch.
profitable.
Shut up.
He's told me he's profitable. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Fuck my life.
I'm
This
just
is
gonna
like
get the last
battling
word
with
in
my
here,
child.
guys.
There's never a
Let's get the last
win.
word in.
But he wasn't talking, so I feel like he's mad at me. And I'm like, I don't want him to be mad at me.
Prove my point more. Backpedaling.
All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. I love
Hi,
you guys. Have a
Devin.
good day.
Hey, we love
Later.
you. Remember, we all love you.
Okay.
I hope that health insurance covers these therapy sessions.
S&P futures off the lows now. MGM announcing
Addedly.
outcome of the extended
And I mean, that
acceptance
is
of the
definitely
derivative
part
deal
of
for
it.
the shareholders of Leo Vegas.
He leaks out some of the truth in what he's saying, though.
That's Michael Golf Michael.
Hey, Tim,
What's up?
on your chart that you just had up, the one that has like the 6 charts, why do you have the
Yep.
same thing on like spies on 2 and on the 2-minute? And then like,
NFLX,
you know what I mean?
Netflix,
Why is it
Netflix
double?
will announce
Zoomed
their
in.
Okay, now I see it.
Q3
Yeah, so
results
the one on the left is zoomed out for the last 2 days, and then
October
the one on
18th
the right is
at
just the same chart but zoomed in for like the current move.
4 p.m.
Okay, I
Eastern
get it.
time.
That was my
November
way.
22nd.
If you remember back when I was saying I was jealous that Thomas would get a lot of these moves, but I would never even consider them because they were inside the range.
Yeah.
Well, I started to watch them more often, and I found that there was merit in trading those because they would do basically the same thing. You know, they'd have big pops and still reject even though they're inside the range. So by zooming in on the right side, it allowed me to see those and basically ignore what, you know, it was basically like playing the move itself instead of looking for like the bigger move, I guess. I don't know.
I
Really no
understand.
other way to put it. Yeah.
Is that little thing in the middle of a mouse, a scroll wheel, that you can adjust the chart?
Well, I do that like sometimes, like AMRS when I was in there. I'll just do that on the left side, but it's kind of a way to not think about it like when you have the chart up and then you look over at the daily. I mean, I had the extra space. Like where the zoomed in 2-minute chart was, I had the 60-minute chart and I really wasn't using it. So I was like, well, let me try this. And it just kind of stuck. And like, if I want to put any silly indicators on a chart, like that's where I put it just to kind of test them out, which I've actually been really liking the ones that I have up there now.
There you go.
It's the, I was basically looking for something to replace those percentage lines from TradingView. These are the Keltner channels. And basically what it's doing is it's showing me if the price were to start spiking, I just look at that top band, and wherever that top band is, like if you go back and look at the channels, a lot of times when it hits that top band, you typically get some sort of a pullback. So it's basically like if I want to start something, the whole point of those, just like the EMA, is to not start something that's grinding, right? So if I always wait for something to be hitting those bands, then it's impossible to start something that's grinding because the only way to hit that band is if it moves fast. So that's really the whole purpose of it.
So it's gotcha.
Yeah, that's literally the only merit of it being on my chart.
I can't believe where PDD is. Back up, 71. Crazy.
Damn, Jag, why didn't you scoop that one? It built that base right there. It gave you all the signs in the world.
And it's PDD. You never know what that thing means.
It is PDD. You know it's going to the moon.
It's going to the moon or the bottom.
Or to the bottom.
What
You
band
still
was
know which
that?
one
It's
went.
the Keltner. K-E-L... K-E-L-T-N-E-R? Yeah. Keltner Keltner channel. And then I have made it so I don't know what the default on it is, but I changed mine to get it as close as I could to where I think it was worthwhile, which is the 13 MA, which would then keep the ATR at 13 as well. And then I use a multiplier of 4. I don't know what the default is on it. And make sure it's exponential MA. Because basically what that's doing is it's giving you the 13 EMA on this. If I put it on here. So it's giving you the 13 EMA and basically will put a band based on that multiplier and the average true range period that you have away from that EMA. So it's using those last 13 candles to kind of predict those bands. And it's always going to be basically the same percentage away from it, same multiplier, which is how that works. So at any given point in time, I'd be looking for this price to touch these bands. And I mean, if you ever look, like if you bring up almost any chart, anytime it gets up into those bands, you tend to see exactly what you see. So like Bosch, it worked, AMRS. So here, attempted a pullback, comes down, comes back up into the bands. Took a little bit longer, but eventually we got the pullback. Charge point into the bands, tried to go a little bit higher. This is actually why I was not liking, well, we did get that pullback right away, right? But then it started to go higher, and this is why I didn't like it. This is why I was just waiting and waiting and waiting for the fast move again, and it just never happened. So that's why we were waiting for a backside type ad, and we finally got that, and basically got lucky. Because look, I mean, those channels were getting pretty far away. And then Frey was the other one. I mean, say what you will, it does seem to work. But again, I'm not using that as an entry. I'm using that as a way to make sure that I don't start a trade too early. So something like charge point per se. So say we're moving up here, you know, some people were like, oh, this already made a big move, we're moving a little bit higher. But to me, if I'm looking to start this for the first time, this 1950 pop would have had to go up towards like 1975. So what I've been doing, like, let's find something that is sort of moving up. I pray this isn't too bad. Yeah, it's really bad. An RBO maybe? No. Of course, nothing is moving right now. But so like, let's just say NRBO, if this was going up, I would look at where this is coming across and basically just draw a line. It's one thing I really wish that they had was the ability to add it into the scale, but it doesn't. So I would say, okay, 24.45. So I would then take that into my mind and say, okay, well, I normally like to start positions, you know, through a whole dollar or half dollar. So if the line's at 24.50, I'd be looking for like that 24.70 area as a good starter, but it would have to happen like right now. Like that's the whole point. I mean, this is a bad example because it's not moving up. It's just down. Let's see this ENSC. I mean, again, not a great example, but the whole idea to me is, you know, if I were looking to start this, I'd want it to go up above where this currently is, because this is going to move with it, right? So what I'm looking for is for it to get up there and touch the band, if not go through it. And the odds are, if it's something that's moving, it's on volume, it's extending, you're adding all these things that make a good trade, and this is just helping you not be too early. That's all it is. There's really nothing else to it. I mean, if you wanted to try to use it in that way, that's up to you. Let's see, this one might be better. A little bit. But so let's just say this was moving up, but you can see it started to move away from it. So you'd want this to get up above this 137 area, right? So that's what you'd be looking for as a possible start on this. Now, granted, you know, this does have a little bit of volume, but I mean, you can tell this isn't something that you'd probably be too interested in. And this is where stock selection and using your common sense, knowing how the strategy typically works. Like if I didn't have these bands here, I'd be like, oh, I want this up near like 145, right? So you do have to use the common sense. But there's going to be a lot of trades where, you know, they only make these little pops. They go right to where the bands are, and that's all they do. But that's not a great opportunity. The great opportunity is when you get the faster moves on decent volume that are extending away from where the current price was, because the odds are the faster the move, the weaker the trend. You look for the rubber band back down if it moves up that fast, and you're going to be looking for those previous areas to retest, right? So we want to get as far away from there as possible. That's what makes it, you know, go from a C to a B to B plus to A minus to A plus, you know, et cetera. So again, these bands are literally here, or channels, whatever you want to call it, the Keltner channel. It's designed literally just to try and make sure you don't start a trade too early. It's just another like visual cue. This is a good example. So JDST got previous resistance here, 1494. It's starting to pull away from that, but look how grindy it is, right? So I used to only use the EMA as an indicator of whether it's grinding or not. But so, and essentially this still is doing that, right? But it's also giving you a band to help you visualize it further that, okay, yeah, you're extending, but it's not moving fast, right? If it was moving fast, it would be up in the bands. And that's the whole point of it. So if I were looking to start something like this, I would need it to move fast. And for it to move fast, it would have to get up here above where the line currently is, which is 1525. So if you're one that likes to put orders out and you look for like those quick flashes, you would put an order up, you know, 1527, 1520, you know, whatever, however you implement the strategy. And again, it's there just to help you realize that right now is not the entry. This is not a good trade, right? It's like a C minus D plus type trade, right? Sure, you went through a whole dollar, it extended a little bit. The odds are you retest that whole dollar, but it didn't extend very far. So you're not getting a lot of range out of it. But then what if this thing starts to really move? Now you have a starter at 1510 and it goes up to 1550. Now your starter makes you look like an idiot, right? Where if you would have just waited, you might end up getting your starter at 1540, 1550. Or if you're even more patient, you know, the break of 1550, so you could be on the other side of it. Now you look great, right? And that's what this is supposed to do. It's just designed to help you not get into something too early. That's all. That's literally all it is. This was a much better, this was the best example that we had. But it's 12 in the afternoon and nothing's moving, so. How do I turn off the automatic upload to YouTube from my stream? It auto uploads the stream when it's finished. You can't. What you can do though is go into your YouTube studio and turn it to private, unlisted, you know, whatever you want to do with it. Audio library? No, it's So if you go to YouTube Studio, so go up here, click on your little icon, go to YouTube Studio. And then over here it says content, click on content. And then up here, there's videos, live, and posts. Click on live. And then you come in here and you can change it to under visibility. You can change it public, private, unlisted, members only kind of thing. Speaking of which, one of the perks of being a member is that you get to you get access to all of my previous live streams. Just FYI. Posts you won't have. I think you need to hit a certain like cutoff or like a requirement. I don't know if it's the 1,000 subscribers or whatever. No, you can't turn off the auto upload. That's just how YouTube operates, I think. Like I think when you stream live, it just it auto uploads to your channel. But you can make it so that it's private so that no one else can see it, or you can just delete it. You can delete it after you're done too, if you don't want it there. Yeah.
TCRT resuming trade. Tango Charlie Romeo Tango. CFVI, CF acquisition, October 15 calls, trading now, Charlie Foxtrot, Victor, India. TCRT, shares halted again. Tango Charlie Romeo Tango, shares selling off sharply.
I got clips of people
Alano's
calling me out like you did. I wonder if they're still. I think I deleted them. Hold on. I hope I didn't. Give me one sec. Damn, I think I did. I wonder if I just made them unlisted. Let me log into it real quick. Oh, I did. All right, here, hold on. Here, I can just watch them with you. This is back in my Counter-Strike days. Forgot I got that.
Nothing? What you doing, bitch? Yeah, what kind of car was that? Did he say 2 ramp? Dumbass. I swear he said
Bomb
2
is
ramp.
down in lobby. Now 1v2 situation. Let's see what CTs can pull off here.
Oh, he goes. Oh, wow.
What? Let's scroll through these.
So is it me or David really close to just really trading the move with almost doing away with that max off?
I don't know what you mean.
Like AMRS.
So I was actually really confused with the AMRS trade because yesterday he didn't post a chart again. I kept asking him to. But there was a chart from yesterday where he was really patient with his ads and he was like so happy about it. And I was so confused because AMRS seemed like it was the opposite of that, but then he was trying to explain that he traded it differently. Like I mean, like he was saying that the ad sizing was different. Like I don't know. To me it just didn't make sense because it was a very similar trade to the one from yesterday where it just kind of grinded higher. So to me it was kind of a thing where if you're more patient with your ads like you were yesterday, it might have been, you know, an easier type trade kind of thing. But you know, he was kind of focused on the outcome and saying, well, it worked. And it's like, well, yeah, this time it worked. But, you know, if that thing were to rip a little bit higher after it just grinded and actually gave you a fast move, you know, then now you have all these shares that you added. But then, you know, I think that's why he was saying the sizing, etc. But regardless of the sizing, like it didn't look at all like yesterday's chart that you were so happy about. Like that was kind of my point.
Right.
I think, yeah, this is a good one. And these are all.
I was just looking at, you know, the
so
range of the AMRS and the overall outcome of it. It was like, yeah, they can pretty much it's to get that average up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, how he does it is completely up to him. I was just confused because he was, like I said yesterday, he made a similar trade, but he traded it much differently. Where today he traded it like that, and I was just confused to why. That's all I was kind of asking.
Right.
But he kind of got defensive with it. and was saying, well, you don't know what the sizing was and stuff like that. And I was like, well, you're right, I don't. But I was just going based off of what you showed me because that's all I can go off. Let's see. Oh, this is my favorite one. I have so many. Like I used to go off. This is my favorite one though. It's so quick. Well, this was CS Source. This wasn't even CSGO. But yeah, Valorant is a little cheesy just because of how it's played. It's not just all skill based off of just shooting. It's literally like you got all the spells and stuff. Valorant is fun though. I do
I
that.
look at CHPT and it's like all of the ones and your average is way up there by 1950, 1940. I'm not doing the math, but it's just not adding up.
Yeah. And these are the good old days. Yes, Mill. Oh yeah, this one was pretty good. It wasn't one of my best ones. This one was okay. Oh no, the Mirage one's actually pretty good. Actually, well, this will be the last one. Then I'm gonna get Mirage one's actually good. I just realized I'm gonna get demonetized for all these songs.
Yeah, out here we're still getting it. More food, more love, still getting it. Begging fam rapping like best, still getting it. Getting it, sound like the best, still getting it. Yeah, out here we're still getting it. 10 years deep in the game, still getting it. Begging fam rapping like best, still getting it. Getting it, sound like the best, still getting it.
That was the shot I wish I would have made, but I still ace anyway. Wow! I fucking love dubstep. I'm trying to name myself. That's a shot I wish I would have made. That would have been such a sick shot. That was a good one. But anyways. Take a quick look at my my stance. Oops. Ah! Here we are. Back at the all-time highs. Let's go. Alrighty. With that said, I will are you gonna give me a preview? You wanna see 1, 2 of my old content? Yeah, just show me and send them to me in Discord. I'm gonna get off the stream though. Appreciate y'all being here. I'll be here tomorrow. Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. I'll put out a recap. Don't forget to join as a member down below, because that's cool. Like the video, which I'm pretty sure most of you already did. There's only 6 of you still here. And I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.
I'll